Wait, what are we doing?
Who are you and what have you done with my life?
Good morning, everybody. If you're new, welcome to Near Mint Condition Live Chat every Saturday. I'm the Astonishing Melanie.
I'm the Uncanny Omar.
And we're Omni!
Together we are Omni. What's up, everybody? Hopefully everybody's having a good weekend.
Yep, and my wigs that I ordered on December 31st from China came in 2 days ago.
Man, talk about slow delivery.
I gave up on them. So, yeah, I thought I'd wear one today for fun.
Mm-hmm. All right, got my waffles, got my coffee. Get ready to talk comics. That's right. That's what we're doing here. Lights, camera, action. Yeah, we'd love to know where everybody's from. If you're joining in for the first time, let us know that too, please.
Look, I'm the Phoenix. Good Lord, the Phoenix is risen. Wait,
that's all I needed. That's all I needed.
Yeah, I'm growing out my natural color. Yeah, let's take some time.
Yeah.
Slow at the beginning. Wink, wink. To everyone, say hi, where you're from, and in the beginning and middle of the chat, I'll be showing the Spider-Man pictures and fan art that was sent in this week.
That's right.
So we'll split it up because we got a lot. I'm glad.
Yeah. Hi from London. What's up, Rath? How's it going? Love from India. Nashville, Tennessee. Montreal. What's up? Montreal's in the house. Good afternoon from London.
Aw. Hi, Chris Balga.
Good morning, Omar and Melanie. Getting ready to leave for work, but wanted to at least pop in and say hello.
Thanks,
What's
Derek?
up, Derek? How you doing, buddy?
Hi, Ace.
There's Ace. Ace was with us last night for a little bit. Not us, but Amanda and I. Good morning, everyone. New York. Much love from Greece. You both have cool t-shirts. Yeah, big shout out. I'm not sure if he's in the chat or not.
He is. He was first.
Okay.
Lionheart was.
Okay. But this is from Lionheart. Big shout out to Lionheart. Athens, Greece. Nova Scotia in the house. My hair looks dope. Thanks, man. I just woke up. Really.
This thing is itchy. Let me tell you, since it's over, I'm yanking this baby off.
Final Shadow, thank you. Big shout out to Final Shadow for always doing the timestamps on the shows.
You.
That goes a long way, and it helps out everybody to skip a lot of.
Off my shelves, I do want an assistant. You know how we joke about me being a secretary? Well, I need a secretary. Let me tell you. Oh, my goodness.
Straight out of Solicits, New York City in the house. What's up, my buddy Trigger Noses?
Hi, Joachim. Joachim.
We got you, man. You know I can't read that, but how you doing, man? Greetings from Saturday. What's up, D-Rock? How you doing, buddy?
Saturday work.
Already with the questions. I love it. Do you think?
Well, okay. Oh. And then let's say hi for one more minute. Show some heart.
Okay. Yeah, I can't answer that, but yes, I'm sure one day. One day. By the way, I will be going over Tigereyes poll that he does every year tomorrow. So stay tuned to the channel. I've done my top 20 most wanted Marvel Omnibus, but you all voted for your top 50, and that was all done through the Tigereyes. You emailed him, and he put it together, and I get to announce it tomorrow. So awesome. There's a lot of good things in there, a lot of great things. Now it's not divided like my list where I didn't pick things like X-Men because that's a separate list. His list is all in one. I need to see something for a minute.
So you're saying you couldn't answer the question because you just can't answer the question?
Well, I just don't. I honestly don't know if that's going to come.
Answer the question.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to come or not. Okay. But I just wanted to bring that up again. So tomorrow will be that. Actually, it's a busy week this week coming up. Tomorrow is that, and then on Sunday afternoon is the Advanced Aliens Omnibus overview, and then the Monday's Kazar, and then some Marvel Masterworks. I have a lot of reading to do, but that's okay.
We're 29 away from 45,000. I was really hoping we would get it by this morning, but I mean that's fine. It was just it would be fun. Okay, so let's show off some of the
Spring of Spider-Man.
This one is from Tyler Blunt of Super Squad D, age 12. Oh, you're gonna take off the comment.
I got you. There you go.
Look at that.
Carnage Carnage should get a reprint, but I'm not 100% sure. We'll go back to the questions here in a second.
Okay. Now, this is Tyler Blunt, age 33.
That's Eric Larson. I know that cover. That's from... I'm going to tell Eric Larson ripping his artwork off, Tyler.
This is Tyler last week, age 50. Ha ha! Just kidding, Tyler. Look how awesome that picture is.
He didn't draw that.
No. Here's Micah's that I used for the YouTube post this week. I want pictures of Spider-Man. I love J. Jonah Jameson. And Micah also sent in this awesome...
That is so awesome.
Scrooge McDuck fan art. We've got Spider-Man No Way Home a fan poster by Madusha.
That is awesome.
You can use that for real. Okay, this is from Minato. I don't mind a little rain. Okay, and let's show one more, and then we'll get back to it later. This is from Maddox, and I promised I would show it because I love Maddox is 10, right? I love how he's thinking outside the box, and he's making his own original shapes with even how to pronounce the names.
I like Tater.
You keep thinking like that, Maddox.
Oops, that's Taylor. I thought it said Tater.
I like Kartsinga.
They Mondo.
Oh, it wasn't by him. Okay, so thank you for slowing down at the beginning.
That's okay.
Go for it.
Go for what?
On your marks, get set, go.
Much love to the untimely and unpredictable Omar. Wait up, I was on time today.
Because I yelled at him.
Yes, you did. Hey, it's the Hondalorian. Melanie said straight fire. Literally more than figurative. Oh man, it's too early for that word. Greetings from Belgium. Have a great day. Got to start making dinner over here. I love the different time zones that everybody's in. Is Blackest Night Omnibus restock date passed? I don't know. I thought it was it did have a restock date, but I think that might be delayed. There's a couple books that have been delayed. The other restock that I know of is the Low Deluxe Edition. That's coming out later this year. I think it's in August sometime. So by the time the second Low Deluxe Edition from Image Comics, which is the Rick Remender stories, comes out, there'll be a first edition. Am I Indian? No, I am Peruvian, but thank you for asking.
Lots of people think that.
Lots of people think I'm a lot of things, that's for sure. Crazy Saturday. I got to see Tom Taylor. Ben, are you in where was he? Sydney? Not that I stalk Tom Taylor or anything. I think he's on Australia, right? Are you in Australia, Ben?
Hi, Hannah.
Hey, Hannah, how you doing? What's up, my buddy Graham? Do you think we could get an Avengers Epic Collection Volume 8 or an Iron Man Epic Collection Volume 5? Sure. Anything's possible, Graham. You know how these things are. I think I meant to ask David if I could get the Epic Collection catalog that they have for the beginning of next year. Oh,
Eclipse thinks you're a cutie. That's no, because you said lots of people think
something.
Oh my goodness, it's for you. Oh, I should have ordered Omar a wig. That would be fun. You would.
Thank you.
I don't know how to wear one.
Thank you for asking.
Stuck it on. What about the JMS Spider-Man Volume 1? We'll have a reprint.
I think that should get a reprint. I think that was voted on our top 20. So more than likely, the top 20 have a better chance. Oh, thank you, Eclipse. Thank you so much. The top 20 have a better chance than a lot of others, but then they also go outside of the top 20. So that's really cool.
Oh, I forgot to say, this is the theme for the art is #Spring of Spider-Man. That's why it's all Spider-Man.
Is there a weekly theme for sending in drawings? One can draw whatever character.
That's a great idea. Are you an artiste?
I know
you're good at feng shui because we talked to him after the chat on Wednesday.
Yeah, he's a great guy. He has a great channel. Everybody should check it out.
Ooh, I could do Omar's eyeshadow from now on.
Let's not do that, Hannah. Why are you giving her
It's a good memory of my
ideas?
dad, not putting on makeup, but when I was a kid playing with his hair and putting barrettes in, and he'd let me. Oh, that's a good memory.
What things dads do. We let them play. Absolute Carnage reprint in July. True or false? I think that's true. Yeah, that's a restock, not a reprint. A little difference. Hey, Sarah, how you doing? I know you're excited for this coming up Loki show.
Me too.
Oh my God, can we put Omar in drag? Why would you want to see that? When does Peter David Hulk Volume 3 come out?
That's not allowing me to think about it.
That's why I did it so fast. That's been postponed until the last week, I think. Next week is huge, guys. Next week, we have the Aliens Omnibus, Kazar Omnibus, Brother Voodoo Masterwork, Incredible Hulk Volume 15 Masterwork, 6 trades, and then the direct market Venom Volume 1 reprint. So, huge week.
Batman Loves Comics thanks you for getting him or her into Sandman Absolute Volume 1.
Oh, you're more than welcome. I'm glad you're enjoying it. That makes me happy to see that people enjoy the books that I end up recommending, or my wife ends up recommending. Just spreading some Superman reading order propaganda.
Thank you, Kevin.
Unrelated to any Punisher recommendations. Yes, Punisher. And as far as the Superman reading order, that will come. I'm waiting for a couple more books to come out this year. So I'll probably put it up for the poll on our Patreon sometime either late summer or early fall, which is about the same thing. Punisher recommendations. The Welcome Back, Frank is the classic story I recommend to everybody by Garth Ennis and Steve Dillon. And it's a good introduction to the character. I myself am a big fan of the Carl Potts era, the Chuck Dixon era of Punisher. Those take a little bit to get into, but they're a lot of fun, and there's some great stories in there. The Greg Rucka run is solid. I want that as an omnibus with Marco Cicchetto. Is my boy Sugar Man in the chat?
I always connect Sugar Man to Punisher.
Punisher by Rucka.
Look at all these creative people. Omar, you tall drink of water. Can you tell me how much reading of Hulk is needed to fully enjoy Immortal Hulk?
Very little. Honestly, very little. I think you get a lot of the Easter eggs in there and a lot of the things that he does. If you had read some of the Peter David runs, some of the earlier stuff by Bill Mantlo. But I mean, if you have a basic understanding of the character and who he is, and all you really need is the movie for that, you're good to go on Immortal Hulk. It's its own thing. There's even Easter eggs for people that watch the TV show, the 70s show, because the girl that's in there is one of she's a take on the name of the detective that followed, or I'm sorry, the reporter that followed David Banner in the TV show. And yes, it was David Banner in the TV show, not Bruce. David Bruce Banner, but whatever.
Summer of Sirens. I'm thinking it will be hashtag Summer of Sirens for me to read Sirens books. But I'm just going to have to make Tyler do a show with me, even though he's doing a Summer of Independence. You know what? Just he needs to do it. Omar's feminine name would be Omarcita.
Why?
Yeah, I would.
What?
Well, yeah, I would. Joachim studied art in high school and learned so much when I discovered comic books after graduating. Drawing Batman is pure therapy. Ooh.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Let's see. Project Viking. Speaking to Omar's recommendations, Mutant Massacre, get after it. Don't support civil war or dogfighting.
I'm so glad.
Is that what we talked about last night?
We talked. Him and I talked a little bit about Mutant Massacre. I love that. And that moment of Peter changing forever. That's one of my favorite moments in comics. Has anything else been pushed back? I'm trying to think. Yes, Empire. Empire was June, and it is now August. By the way, I'm working with Mad Dog Comics. We're going to have a segment, I think next Wednesday is what we're shooting for, because so many people have asked me to update a list. We're going to talk about all the Marvel Omnis, and we'll probably do the same thing with DC that we know so far for the rest of the year and the beginning of next year, and then I'll put the list together for everybody to see in the description of the video. But also talk about, and it'll be a live episode, by the way, to get people's opinions. But we'll also talk about some of the things that we're excited for the upcoming year, and then of course next year.
I'm just showing. Oh, okay. I'm showing things.
Yes. Predator Omnibus has been pushed back, has been taken off the catalog, but it will be back. We just don't have a date for that yet. So it's not canceled. Oh, thank you so much, Blank. Happy to have you here. Hey, Omar, currently reading Peter David's Hulk Volume 1. Really enjoying it so far. Just wanted to know the difference. How different is the low-bred Hulk to Peter David's Hulk? Jeff Loeb's Hulk, the Red Hulk era, reads like a summer blockbuster. Do you understand that reference? Because some people don't. Like, a summer blockbuster to me is always like just fun action. But when you look at the plot, it's not really there. But then you realize, wait, do I need plot for this? It's a lot different. I will say that. Peter David breaks into the psyche of what makes Bruce Banner and the monster different and who really is the monster. I love that about his writing. Red Hulk is just team up, fighting, gun, new annihilation, Or I'm sorry, Abomination, Red She-Hulk, Red Squad. Oh man, but it was fun to read. Omar, how do you stay jacked while being
Let me
rude?
read. Let me read.
Mhm.
It's tough to get these gangs of food like arroz chapa, huancaína.
Huancaína.
I like both of those.
Yeah, they're both delicious. My mom, man.
Yep.
She makes that stuff. Thank you. Hey from Ireland. Thank you so much for
Thank you
super chat.
Oh,
Just got the 3 volumes of Venom Omnibus. Do you think we will see Venom by Donny Cates Omnibus? I think they just announced that he's wrapping up his run with issue 35, which is legacy issues 200. So I'm pretty sure we will see it sometime. It's Donny Cates. I mean, we've got a Cosmic Omni. I'm pretty sure we'll see it. I'd like to see other things before his run, though, like Venomnibus Volume 4 or Agent Venomnibus. I forgot to do something. Can you go to the camera? I just want to make sure the settings are okay.
Oops.
No, you're good, baby.
Oh, yeah. I forgot to put Vivid on. Oh, well. Probably make my wig blinding.
That's what I forgot to do. I forgot to change the microphone, so this should be a little bit better.
Oh, okay, good. Lionheart has a super chat up here.
Okay.
Thanks,
What's up, Lionheart? Melanie feeling the hair and makeup. Omar, it sure looks great. More to come later. My man, thank you.
Thank you.
I gave you a shout out earlier, man. Thank you so much for sending these. These are awesome.
Yeah, because he was first. And somebody with the Batman picture was second.
Mm-hmm.
Was Jason Aaron's Thor CC3 pushed back?
I think that one was also pushed back. There's a lot of these that have been pushed back. So I always like to update the schedule, especially on Saturdays. So if you notice in the description of the video, right after we have the timestamps. By the way, we do have timestamps now. Thank you to one of our wonderful subscribers. Puts it together for us. So if you want to skip around, that's awesome. But I also add in the most recent restock dates that I have on there. You're welcome, MJ.
We talked about this last week. Aryan's asking, please give reviews on indie comics. They are very good.
I would love to.
I ordered one and it never came. Maybe it will, just like these wigs took 4.5 months. But yeah, it's it's difficult to get, apparently.
Yeah, if it's accessible, I would love to read them. I have no problem reading comics from anywhere. So, only if I can. Okay, Omar, if I can only buy one. This is such a Sophie's choice here. I get both volumes of New Warriors or Thunderbolts Omnis. Okay, I'm gonna say, me personally, New Warriors volumes 1 and 2, some of the greatest comics ever written. I think most people are going to tell you Thunderbolts. So that might be the right answer. But my answer is New Warriors. Am I the only one who feels relieved when a book gets pushed back? Like, whew, that's one less book to buy. No. And I'll tell you why. Because this week, I put this on our Patreon. By the way, we do have a Patreon in case you want to join for some extra
We've got
goodies.
Ask Me Anything tomorrow at noon Eastern Standard Time.
Yes. That's we have different tiers that I think meets. We have some really good tiers like that meets different needs. Is that the right way to put it? Anyway, my point is, I made a
pay for something that you need and want.
I made a post there yesterday talking about the delay of the X-Men reading orders. Part of it was because I lost the document, and the other part is because I've been busy reading a lot of other things because there's so many books. So you're not the only one. Your reasoning is like one less book to buy this month. My reasoning is like, holy crap, I got to get this book out. Like, I'm reading Kazar, and I'm rushing through Kazar because there's a lot of stuff in there I've never read. I've only read like 3 issues of Kazar in my past, and this is the stuff by Bruce Jones, and I'm really digging it. And that's the other problem too when I'm reading these books to do overviews. Sometimes, like, I read that damn Aliens book cover to cover. I didn't mean to. I just wanted to read a couple of stories, but I was just so drawn in. I'm like, because I haven't read so many of those stories in over 3 decades almost, and then they added things in there that I had never read before. And the same thing's happening with Kazar. Like I said, I've only read 3 of those comics, and they were just kind of scattered about. So, yes. Thank you, Ace.
Oh, I like your new drawing, your new painting.
So, the Kazar Omnibus overview will come out on Monday. The Aliens one comes out tomorrow. So,
Thank you for the super chat.
Hey guys, could you highlight like my
that?
previous one?
Let me see if I can find it.
Baby.
I just like how you
Thank you. That was...
There we go. There we go. Let's see. Hey Omar, in your opinion, what are the odds Marvel will bring event OHCs back? Because that looks like they became too obsessed with the Omnibus format. We can't get OHCs for
War
of
what do you think that stands for?
I know this. Realms.
Well, that's my girl.
Carnage, Empire. Bless ya.
So, I tell you what happened. You can blame both us and the creators. So, it all started with...
I'm just showing things.
Okay, baby. It all started with Absolute Carnage, right? Absolute Carnage was just going to be an OHC. Cool for people that like OHC. Then Donny Cates got involved and started saying, hey, could you add this? I think this needs to be added. So finally, David decided, you know what? Let's just make it an omnibus. And it sold. And obviously it sold like crazy because it went out of print quick, or went out of stock quick, and we got a restock coming out finally in July. So we are to blame just as much as they are. The people that bought the omnibus as much as the people making it. So put that in there. Okay. So I think the issue comes with, well, should we make it an OHC or just make it an omnibus? Because I realize, and I think they're still trying to figure out how many OHCs sell compared to how many omnis sell. I don't have the answer to that, but like I said, it's a lot of it has to do with, we ended up buying it. You know, the consumer bought it. So, of course, they're going to want to keep making more because that's how they make money. So, I don't know if they'll make OHCs or not. But I know what you mean, because, they did there for a while. They were doing a lot of OHCs. They did House of M, Civil War. Pretty much if it was a Bendis or Mark Millar event, it was sure to be an OHC. However, things like Chaos War and Fear Itself never got an OHC. But anyway, that's just my 2 cents.
This is a good question. You always talk good about every comic. Are there any comics you don't like, or you like them all? Somebody answered for you.
Who answered?
What was it? Chandasuk.
And me and Bendis.
Him and Bendis don't mix.
Okay. If me and Bendis were in a mixer, though, we'd mix. Okay.
Right, because he's a great guy.
He's a great human being. I just don't like his writing.
And then with my House of M review last week, that there were some good parts, and then I gave suggestions for how to edit parts that I don't think worked. But yeah, it is fun to share passion for ones you like. But like my catchphrase were positive on his channel. So if there's something you don't like, yeah, we'll say it.
I'm not. I don't back down on
the amount of exclamation marks. Doesn't that show sometimes if you like it or not?
I don't back down from my opinions on things if I'm reviewing the book. If I'm doing overviews, I kind of try to stay neutral of books, unless...
That's true, because you're not doing a review. It's an overview.
It's your decision whether you want to buy the book or not. My job is just to tell you how the book is laid out, what the stories are, what some of the art looks like, and then how the book is made.
And like...
So, hold on. Sorry.
Okay.
I had another... Oh, what was it? Anyway... I do talk pretty negative about things from time to time. It's not just everything is positive, because if you look at my X-Men overview, part 4, that's that shows you how unpassionate I was about a lot of those stories. It drained me for a few reasons, and one of the reasons was like part of the edits that I cut out were me just talking like, well, this was crap. This was such a bad era of X-Men. And I decided to take that kind of stuff out because that's just my opinion. And a reading order should be, hey, this is this, this is that, this is where you go next. Not me putting my 2 cents in every couple, because there were some bad stories in there. But it's also X-Men. But that's a great question. Go to Brian for a second.
I was going to put in my 2 cents.
Okay. Put the 2 cents in.
But I am happy if like somebody likes it. Of course, I'm not going to argue like, no, you shouldn't like it. Like House of M, if it's fun, go for it. That's why when I was a high school teacher, I tried to, really push the idea of like, why are you going to make fun of somebody for liking something? Like for being happy? What's wrong with that?
Absolutely.
So if you like something, then yeah, go for it.
I think we are very passionate about things too. You can be passionate about one thing and I'm passionate about another. And it almost like we take it to like we take it personal when somebody doesn't like something that we
definitely
love or just think highly of. And I get it, it is easier to talk. I will tell you this that I found on YouTube, especially, it is easier to hate on something than it is to love on something, because people, well, you see clickbaity things and people like to be negative because that brings in viewers, right? You'll see it on different channels, like with clickbaits and things like that. People like to be negative because it brings in the views. Because immediately your brain is on the defense if you love it. So you're going to go watch it. What does this idiot have to say about my favorite story?
That's true.
Right? And it's just the way it is. But
I don't take it personal that you hate the Mighty Giants.
Okay, that's another question. That's another story. 2 thumbs down, kids, here today. Thank you, Brian. At this moment, that reminds me to tell everybody to hit that like button, please. It does help our channel keep growing. Thank you so much for the super chat.
Thank you, Thomas.
At Near Condition. Hey, Omar, what is your opinion on 90s Superman series with Dean Cain and Terry Hatcher? Oh, the Lois and Clark series? Also, what is a good monthly comic budget without it being too excessive? That's, the
Cain
first
is hot. Go ahead.
Terry Hatcher got hotter the older she got. I wasn't a big Terry Hatcher fan until probably Desperate Housewives.
Oh, that was her? Yeah, Desperate Housewives is a good show.
That first season. So anyway, to answer your question, Lois and Clark was a fun show. I dug it. I thought they captured the essence of who Superman or Clark Kent and Lois were supposed to be. As far as a good monthly budget, well, things have changed.
It depends on your income, right?
Absolutely. It depends on your income, and things have changed over the years as to how much comics have gone up in price. I mean, when I was buying monthly comics, comics were going to $3.50, $4 from time to time. So, it changed, and I was like, I'm just going to wait for collected editions. For me, I had a budget of, and this is also before kids, I had a budget of about $50 a week. That was my budget for comic books, single issues. But I also wasn't getting trade paperbacks and hardcovers at the time. There was one before him.
Okay. You were interrupting Amanda. Today I'll interrupt you. So it's revenge.
Yeah, this is what it feels like?
Yeah.
What's up, John Carlos? How you doing, buddy?
Thank you, John.
Any word on Hickman FF Volume 4 complete collection? Thanks for all the hard work. Much love back to you, man. That one should be coming out sometime early next year or late this year. I need to get that list from David. He's been really busy with the PRH stuff. So that will wrap up the Jonathan Hickman run on Fantastic Four, though. So that will be the final volume because that wraps up all his FF and his Fantastic Four.
So here's some feedback from what you just said. You tend to be negative, which is a positive. Get it?
Not to be negative, which is a positive.
Sorry. Whoa, that completely changed, right? Leaving out not. I think your overviews are fantastically balanced between objectivity and subjectivity. Seriously.
Thank you. I sometimes I get called out. Oh, and by the way, I need to give a huge shout out right now to Hip Hop Happens. I don't know if he's in the chat or not. After some thinking about it, I have decided this past week not to engage or to reply back to negative comments anymore. I think I'm done with that part of the channel. One of my favorite things to do, as you all knew, was to pin a negative post, and I would reply with some kind of smart aleck comment, which was a lot of fun. But then he brought up some good points, and so did my wife, about trying to stay positive and ignoring those kind of things, because that still takes energy to reply back to those people.
Well, the thing is, it's hard to have a civil, logical conversation when people are on the defensive, and also through, through text, through comments where you don't hear the inflections on the voice and such. I think the only time I got an argument was because it was about Lydia. I was like, oh, my baby. Right? We were like Mama and Papa Bear. And then it took so much energy. And it was such a long conversation that finally dawned on me. It was like, doesn't matter. And secondly, this person's never going to see how we're trying to. I was genuinely trying to help this person. If you want to make your point, say it in this manner so that you're not.
Say it with your chest.
Say it with your chest.
Say it with your chest.
Anyway, so
I think
but it is hard. It is difficult.
Well, it's draining.
You get a negative comment, you're like.
So what I'm gonna do? I decided I'm just gonna leave it. I never delete anything unless it's racist. Then you're gone.
Yeah.
Then you don't have any business here because your argument is just, I don't even want to hear it.
Or sexist or homophobic or whatever,
Yeah, I think most people know I don't tolerate that kind of crap because I don't ever ban anybody from the chat unless you start throwing in things like that. Hatred towards others. You can come at me for anything. I don't care. I mean, I let people stay that started calling me racist things. And I got thick skin. I can take it. But when they start insulting the chat, that doesn't fly. Or you all, that doesn't fly well with me. So, Omni Nation, thank you for the super chat, my brother. Hey, Omar, Melanie sending energy and love all the way from Las Vegas. Melanie, you better rock that hair, homegirl. Much love, you guys. Omar, yes, the Hulk by Bruce Jones. That's right, baby. That's right. Bruce Jones. I like to see that. Bill Mantlo, too. If only they can do the ROM stuff.
Let's see. There's no engaging with someone who would be so mean to children. That was uncalled for. I never wasn't that mean. It's just we realized that the person took the story very personally. That is that person's reality, we think. Therefore, you're messing with reality, kind of thing. And we had a blizzard to celebrate her first negative comment.
And another reason was because, and it's going to keep happening because the channel gets bigger and it draws the attention of other people that aren't here for that kind of stuff. I get it. So let it fly. Says,
Omar be like the beep. Did you just say about my mentees?
Oh yeah.
You like all growing like in an anime. Like, what? Hey, speaking of anime, we started watching Tinga Top and Gurren Lagann again with our kids. That's why I'm wearing my drill. Oh, it's already giving me goosebumps. We watched the first 3 episodes. I love that show so much.
You smell like elderberries.
I think it's below Sailor Moon. It's like Sailor Moon first and then Gurren Lagann.
Wow.
Which is kind of cool, right? It's eclectic. Sailor Moon's girly, but passionate with power. Gurren Lagann is manly, passionate with power.
The manliest dude is, I love that guy. Kamina. You can't see their face and they're just a complete waste of time.
Kept the W bit clean.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
thank you.
Man, we got a Dairy Queen across the street. It's dangerous.
That ain't healthy. Omar, what do you think? What do you think about the Len Kaminsky Iron Man run? I think it's awesome. That was some of the stuff I grew up with, and I think that it would make a nice omnibus after my Dennis O'Neil and after the David Michelinie Part 2 and after Iron Man Director's Shield. And I know most people probably put Matt Fraction's run above that, but I like Lynn's better. Oh, yeah. She loves Sailor Moon.
Yeah. Girly. And it's fun. It's my girly thing. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, dude.
I love Sailor Moon so much. Yes, Great Garler. You like Project Echo? Dude, it'll blow your mind. It just keeps getting more epic. You're like, it can't get any more epic. And it does get more epic. And I got goosebumps right now.
What's up, Carl? Haven't seen you for a while. Bob the Goon. Love that character. Dude, Green Arrow by Grail's phenomenal, right? It's like reading. I remember you messaged me on Patreon and I said, yeah, it's like reading true crimes. Like, because that stuff was actually happening. I'll get it. You know something about that run, dude? He got a lot of hate for that run. People were accusing him of sexism and bringing in a lot of violence to comics. And I thought his reply was perfect. He's like, all I'm doing is just copying what the headlines are saying on the news. He was taking actually true crimes that were happening in Seattle and putting them into his stories. And people were calling him out for bringing violence into comics. And he's like, I'm just mirroring what's happening in the real world. That's awesome.
I wasn't laughing at what he says. Lots of times when I'm laughing, I'm reading the chat.
Yeah.
Just letting you know. I wasn't laughing at that.
Thank you for the super chat, Fernando. You want to read this?
Hola, Omar y Melanie. Saludos desde Guadalajara, México. Un placer escucharlos y disfrutar de su excelente contenido. Okay, what did I mess up?
Nothing. You did good.
Really?
Yeah. Un placer escucharlos.
Okay.
Y disfrutar su excelente contenido. Muchas gracias, hermano. Yo soy peruano.
Thank you for the super chat.
Y hablé, al principio hablé con mis hijas en español solo. Ahora hablo en inglés. Pero ellas entienden en español.
Sí.
So, muchas gracias, hermano.
Look at Jet calling you out. Any chance we get Melanie's top 3 novels? Interested to see how far down she has lowered her standards for Omar's love of comics.
Wait a minute now, Jet.
But I love comics. I don't have the knowledge he does, but I really like the stories.
What's that supposed to mean?
Remember, Bobby Joe, he was an older gentleman who, when I was teaching high school, he would help kids. He would help them with their reading skills. And one day he looks at me and says, I have to cuss for the sake of this quote. I just don't understand how you like those damn comics.
How dare he?
Oh, he's an upstanding gentleman. So I wasn't offended. I was like, dude, you don't understand how great stories are there. So it's yeah. So the question, top 3. Oh gosh.
Kill a Mockingbird.
To Kill a Mockingbird, anything by C.S. Lewis, anything by Madeline L'Engle.
See how she cheats?
Yeah. Well, that's
Look, Carly also has a drill necklace.
Oh, yes! Oh my gosh! And it's fun to like poke because it's really pointy. It's made out of metal. And Arthur, we are going to show your artwork halfway through. We showed some at the beginning. Mm-hmm. Thank you for reminding us. And we're going to at noon. We don't have any mail or packages to open, so we'll show some artwork.
Grimace! Like Grimace! Because of the purple... Grimace. Come on, man.
Maybe we should go back to the
bottom. Melanie, why is your hair orange? Are you doing cosplay soon?
No. Yeah, Tina and Maddie, they're definitely cosplayers. Heather, Heather's not been on the show. But I bought wigs December 31st with Christmas money off of Facebook, and it ended up from China, and I got them 2 days ago because I wanted to wear them for the chat.
Watching Near Mint and reading Uncanny X-Men Omnibus Volume 2, not a bad way to spend Saturday at work.
You can multitask. I couldn't read and listen to somebody talk.
Omar, did JLI Volume 1 get a reprint? CGN and Amazon both have it for $125 now instead of $100. Yeah, this is the second printing. This is the corrected printing, so that's the one that you want. I don't know. I don't know if it's getting another restock though. While DC hasn't been dropping Omnis as frequently as Marvel, each of their books are beautifully designed and constructed. Huge respect. Some, and I will tell you this, Josh, it depends on where it's printed. I'm not here to offend any of my Canadian brothers and sisters, but if those books are printed in Canada, they're usually not as good as the ones printed in Mexico. There, I said it.
But Omar is going to try custom binding one day. The supplies are up there, right?
Nope, you're thinking of something else.
Okay.
Custom binding is something that I've done in the past. I just don't have the time to do it anymore. I would love to, but it's time because I have all my Superman post Death and Return ready for binding, and I'm talking about 10 books that I want to get bound. I used to do it a lot, and it's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun. If I wasn't doing this full time, I probably would, but maybe one day I'll get back to it. Any more of those 2020 Omni announcements for 2021? They might sneak some more in there. I don't know, but I think we're done with 2021. We're focusing on 2022. But it's Marvel. They always can sneak an extra omnibus into a solicit. So that's why I always tell people to watch those solicitation videos. Comic solicitation videos.
Thank you so much. People in chat help me when I miss the super chats. Here's another super chat. Thank you so much.
I have to say thank you, Dan. The Alien run is very disappointing. Once I found out Salvador Roca drew himself as the main character, I can't unsee it. That's just not acceptable of an artist to do. I didn't know that. Honestly, I prefer Salvador Roca's artwork. I think to me, he hit his peak in Extreme X-Men. I love that era. I know, people are divided whether the story was good or not, but I'm mainly focused on the artwork. During those first 20 plus issues of Extreme X-Men, when he wasn't even inking, it was just the colors on top of the inks, that was freaking awesome, man. Now he's kind of become what is called a lightbox artist, which is a lot of tracing, real people's faces on comics. Like he did that with Star Wars, and I guess it kind of made sense for the Star Wars books because you're dealing with actors. But I don't know. His style is just not the same anymore. He's leaning more towards the Greg Land. And I'm not here to bust on Greg Land. I'm Just saying, but his artwork is leaning more towards Greg Land and less the way that it used to be. Kind of, I miss his old style.
Due south. Somebody said that you can forgive. News Pooey channel said you can forgive Canadians because they brought you due south. That's the only part I remember the song. Due south.
They gave us poutine.
Oh yeah, that was really good. Okay.
Did I say Greg Capullo? I said Greg Land, didn't I? Here, let me see this for a second.
Okay.
I love Greg Capullo. I do too. Did I say Greg Capullo? I meant Greg Land. If I said Greg Capullo, you can bust on Greg Land. Anyone who uses porn. I mean, you know, okay. I will tell you this though. Like his work on Sojourn was freaking awesome because, yes, he drew and photoed or traced actresses of a certain genre. But it worked because you threw dragons in there and swords, and I was like, yeah, this is awesome. Love that stuff. Stuff on Uncanny X-Men, not so much. What is everyone reading? I'm out of town for work, so I brought some TKO books, Sarah and Goodnight Paradise. Ooh. Both good. I like those. Man, I like the 5. Oh my gosh, what was the one with the Indiana Jones one from Phase 1? But I love Sarah. That was probably my favorite one from that batch.
In your video this week, you talked about TKO books, and many people commented that they want to get into them. And Canada also gave us Schitt's Creek. It's a Canadian show.
It was filmed in Canada.
Sweet. Oh my gosh, I love that show. Somebody asked, should this person buy Blade the Immortal or Berserk? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Berserk. I read the first half of Blade the Immortal for Omar's birthday.
She did.
It was good. It was okay.
Oh gosh. Just stop talking. Just
stop. Berserk, special place in my heart.
Yeah.
He's so heroic and I look up to him. And
Guts is the
when
man.
You read the story, it's like the how do I describe it? Because he doesn't give up. Horrible things. It's
a character struggle with PTSD and dealing with PTSD after. And I can't talk about why, but
demons and just nasty stuff happening. Yeah. And he doesn't give up.
Here's a good question. Any fellow Canadians here? Where do y'all order your Omnis? Good question. So fellow Canadians, please reply back to Brian, because I know some of you are. Brian, they may not want to tell you because then their stock will run out and they're afraid that you're going to take all their books. When do you think we'll start seeing some Rebirth Omnis? We've seen a couple, right? We've seen the Detective Comics run by James Tynion, and we're getting the Peter Tomasi Superman. We've seen Super Sons, 2 Super Sons Omnis at that. We're getting Deathstroke, which I'm really excited for. That book is a beast too. It's huge. So we're starting to see some. I'm pretty sure more will come. More will come. I hope they wrap up that era of New 52. They seem to really focus on that, but more will come, I'm sure. Let's see. Dearest Lord Omar, how do you feel about the Cable by Duggan series coming to an end? I think it's coming to an end because the story is going to change. That's my opinion, just from reading everything. I think something's going to change. By the way, speaking of X-Men, tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're bringing back Matt My X by popular demand. All 4 of us are going to come back. Me, Peter, Oddfell, and the comic book. Peter, Crushing Crisis, sorry. And the Omnibus Collector. We're all going to come back to talk about the era of, we're calling it the Messiah era, which is the Kyle and Yost era of X-Men. And Peter and I are already arguing on chat. Like, we do not agree with how each other feels about this stuff, but I cannot wait to talk about it. That is tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And by the way, if you're not familiar with that segment of Matt My X, it's where I get together with 3 wonderful folks, and together we map out an X-Men related omnibus, sometimes 2 or 3. This time around might be 4 or 5. So it's a lot of fun. We get into some top heated debates sometimes. Sometimes we agree. We pick covers. It's a live episode, so everybody can join in the chat and talk about this stuff. So yeah, I'm very excited to bring it back. It's one of my favorite segments. It's just a matter of when we can all get together, because God bless Peter. He is in New Zealand. No, wait. He's in New Zealand. Forget it. He's living a good life. That's where hobbits come from. Yes, Met My Ex is awesome. Ask Oddfellow about her new sword. She's got a new sword. That girl
for the cosplay?
That girl cosplays like crazy, man. And she's really knowledgeable with her X-Men stuff. She's a great host. Co-host. What is she? Host? Co-host.
Host.
She's a great host.
VEGTV, thank you. Poutine is amazing. Melanie, your hair's punk. Thanks.
Her hair is punk. Remember that?
Oh, yeah. When I was in college, you wore like Junko jeans, and it was like the chains on the side. They were black and green. Oh, it was so much fun to walk. I love the sound. And it was at the mall, and I went to a clothing store, and this guy who was working there came up and said, "Hey, what do you say? You look punk. Can you help me put these, pick out the closest mannequin?"
My wife gave the most non-punk answer.
And I said, "I just started being punk. I don't know."
How? That's like the lamest punk answer I've ever heard anybody give.
I just think
I just started being punk.
I never was. I tried.
You're such a poser.
Oh man, I had this plaid mini skirt, and I remember like standing at the bus wearing it one day. I think it's for Halloween, wearing it to at the bus when I was in college. Catching the bus to go to class from my apartment. Everybody was staring at me, and I felt really uncomfortable, so I went back and changed my clothes.
Baby. See, now you're old enough to not care.
Oh, right? I can't fit into it anymore.
Anyway. Hey, Omar, how are you? I'm good, Thiago. How are you? Uncanny X-Men Volume 4 Omnibus is already sold out. Yes, it is. Do you think it'll reprint soon? Bought 3 this month, would buy 4 next month. I think there'll be a restock. Honestly, if you look at the numbers of things, go ahead, baby. The books looks like they're staying in stock a little bit longer now, so maybe the stocks have gone up. And I'm thinking mainly of things like newer books, like All New Wolverine is still in stock. So it's wonderful that people are having the chance to wait now instead of buying day of. They can wait a week or so. Now, I'm not saying every one of those is going to be like that, but at least things like All New Wolverine. There's a couple of others that are in there. They're still in stock.
Okay, did Kitty Pryde give a nut? You got that
and
one?
Kitty Pryde is the best X-Men is a good name. I didn't get that one yet. I got
Williams.
that one. I had it.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
There it is.
There you go.
Thank you, William.
Good morning. Thank you, William, for the super chat, mi hermano. From Dominican Republic, showing love and support for doing what you do and to support your Ignore the Hate movement. Thanks, brother.
That's a good hashtag.
Melanie's awesome look, and for putting Danny Ketchco's right on your top 20. Number 15. I was off by 1. It was number 15. I thought it was number 16. Wouldn't that be an awesome direct market cover? Glow in the dark? David's going to kill me for that idea. He's going to be like, man, I can't print that. Make it happen. That'd be awesome. Who would not want a glow in the dark dust jacket on their omnibus? Well, I know several purists wouldn't, but I sure as heck would.
I think it would be fun. My inspiration was just I wanted to spend my Christmas money on Facebook. There were wigs, and I ordered it, and they came in 2 days ago from China. So I was like, yeah, I got 4 different ones to wear, guys. Ooh.
What an inspiration.
What an inspiration.
That's a great inspiration.
I'm not buying anything off of Facebook anymore, I'll tell you that much.
Now you sound like an old lady reviewing Facebook. Punk is nothing but death and crime and the rage of a beast.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's how you should have answered instead of I just started being punk.
I'm just honest. I can't help it.
Omar, do you know why Marvel Unlimited doesn't have the Nick Fury Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. number 4 and 6 through 15? I don't know. Didn't they have epics of those already? And I know they've been collected in omnibus format. Sometimes I don't know. I can always ask. I love Graham and his reading. Remember? Like he's so old school. He's 13 now, right? Omar's been married long enough to know when to change a chubby. Melanie said, I can't fit into this.
I had 2 kids. Oh, at the 2 years ago at the what's that fair? The Renaissance Fair. And if you wore something of the theme that day, you got $2 off. Yeah. It was steampunk. I had a tiny little hat on a headband that had a gear on it. And I yelled, steampunk! So they give me $2 off.
Man, if I were that lady behind the counter, I'd be like, get the heck out of here.
No, I was being cute and yelled, give me $2 off.
Yeah, because when I think of cute, I think of yelling. What's up, Martin? How you doing, buddy? When are you gonna start doing those videos mapping Omnis other than X-Men?
X-Men takes a long time.
Well, no, he's talking about Map My X.
I'm sorry.
Sometime we've talked about like Spin My Web, which is like the Spider-Man version of that, or like Batman.
Like to do in the future.
Yeah, I'd love to do Batman Omnis, map them. Let me rephrase that. I'd love to do mapping of Batman Omnibus too.
What would that be?
Dark My Bat. I don't know.
Map My Batarang.
Omar, you forgot the name on you. I didn't forget. It did come close. Thank you for the super chat, brother. It did come close though. It was like 32. Dude, y'all don't understand. You see the finished product and you're like, this fool just spent 20 minutes. I'm like, I spent a month removing things around, reshifting, and then thinking about it, going.
It's all in your head.
I've got too much Spider-Man in there. Because see, originally I had Brand New Day in there as one of my top 20, and then I moved that out. I had some Silver Age stuff in there, and I moved those out because I would rather have these. Not that Marvel's ever going to look at my list and be like, that looks like a good idea. Let's get him some Nth Man so 30 people can buy it. Yeah, NAM is great. You're right.
Throw my hammer.
Ooh, I like that one. Throw my hammer. For mapping Batman.
Look at Arthur being so cute with your emojis.
Mapping Thor. I was doing a dangling fruit thing where I say something stupid so my wife corrects me and she feels good about herself. That's another thing you learn through marriage. Like, you say something stupid, your spouse corrects you, and it makes her feel good. And that's what you want in life.
It doesn't. It aggravates me.
Or that.
I'm starting to not take the dangling fruit.
Okay.
The Burn FF run has arguably the best Doc Ock run ever.
What about when he got his adamantium arms, though, dude? What about that in the Return of the Sinister Six? And the Revenge of the Sinister Six? And what about Superior Spider-Man, though? That was a cool Doc Ock. What's up, Lionheart? Thanks for the super chat, my brother Omar. If Marvel makes a Dark Ock Omnibus, you should send it to Jess. His reaction should be... Jess hates
Jess
Dark
doesn't
Ock.
like Dark Ock?
No, because he's read Dark Ock like... He was in the middle of reading War of the Kings, and he was so jaded by it. Wait a minute. Dark Ock only had like 2-issue miniseries. And he was like, I'm done with War of the Kings. I'm never reading it again. And I was like, really? Over one freaking character? Snare the Devil for Daredevil. Oh, I like all these names.
Yep. Let's see.
Ooh,
what about Matt Brahman?
Danny C has a good...
there you go.
Get a chat with Cory Sedlmeier. He and David Gabriel, Marvel's dynamic duo.
Is that how you say his name?
I don't...
Not Cory? Sorry?
Cory.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's a good... I would love to have Cory on. He is... That guy's mapping and just the amount of love and devotion that he puts into these books. I think most of us that have been reading Omnibus editions and Epic Collections and Marvel Masterworks for a long time always look forward to having his name on a book because you know you're getting your money's worth. Not to say that everybody else besides Cory is not as great as he is, but he is just phenomenal at what he does. I'd love to have him on the show. Darkwing Duck.
Darkwing Duck. Ooh, Cory is love. Cory is life. Not Alf.
I like that.
Hey, Omar, I have all the FF Omnis by Lee and Kirby. Is the Burn run better? What is your favorite FF Omni run?
My favorite Omnibus run. Mark Waid's run. Mark Waid's run is my favorite run. But Burn and Kirby and Stan Lee are up there. Is Burn's better? I think it starts off a little slow and it goes to, oh my gosh, it gets so good. And it kind of tampers down a little bit later, but yeah, I think I enjoyed it a little bit better. I'll be honest. Yeah.
I meant a singular Doc Ock story in Burns FF.
Obviously,
yes. You get the very sad ending to that story. Read Doc Ock for help with Susan delivering a baby.
That was a rough storyline. I think you missed the super chat.
Hey, Mega Shrimpster. Wander My Gru mapping video.
He really wants a Gru omnibus, which I think a lot of people do. Putting my vote in for Spin My Web. That'd be so dope. Thank you, Ben. And I'm glad you got to meet Tom Taylor. That guy's great.
But it'd be too late for hashtag Spring of Spider-Man.
Okay.
To me, summer starts June 1st. I know it's June 21st, but I just want summer to be June 1st. June 1st. Summer Sirens. Oh, 6 more minutes, Arthur. 6 more minutes.
Is Arthur calling us out? Where's my... You should know Cory is the name of 2 80s acting greats. Lost Boys Rule. Do you know who the Corys are?
Corey Feldman.
And?
Nope, don't know the other one.
Rest in peace, Corey Haim. They were in License to Drive. What's Dream? A Little Dream. They were in a lot of movies together. Man, that's so sad. Corey Haim died when he had an enlarged heart. But you can keep singing, Captain Jack. Omar, have you seen the amazing self-transforming? Yes, I have. Self-transforming Optimus Prime. It looks so cool, but it's like $700 and sold out already.
What's it going for now, then?
I don't know, but did you all see how much Unicron goes up for? Like, Unicron, I got Unicron
yesterday.
It's huge.
And it's still in the box, guys. He has not opened
I came in late from Amanda's house. Like,
no, it was in there before you came
I came when we were leaving. I had to carry it upstairs.
Oh, okay.
Don't argue with me.
I sat on it like a chair.
You do not sit on Unicron.
It's such a big box.
Anyway, Unicron is huge, and I cannot wait to put him together. I agree with Melanie.
It's due first in summer.
Yeah, I look forward to summer.
Even though probably in Kentucky it's still going to be like 50 degrees.
Oh, no. Unfortunately, I'm teaching summer school through the July 13th, so weep for me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that, man. Scout my health.
Question mark.
Any news on The Criminal Volume 2? Let me check on that for you. I thought that was on sale already. Is it not? Not on sale. That's not bueno.
That's not bueno.
Bueno. They made such a mess of that.
Yep. Greg Garley's like, you should unbox that sucker. He will.
Oh, I'm going to. I'm going to make it a family thing.
Yeah.
I'm making a family thing. It's a huge box. He comes in as a planet, so that means I have to transform him. I'm late to the party, but I'm here. What's up, Captain Makasu?
It's summer all year long.
I miss the New York City snow. Oh, man.
Snow's pretty, but I don't like the cold.
I think snow Christmas Day is cool, and then afterwards it can go straight to heck.
A couple of years ago, it was Christmas Day, and I was out on the deck with the sun in a tank top. I was in heaven.
Okay, so people are saying that Criminal Volume 2 is on their next shipment from DCBS. Criminal 2 is on IST right now. Thank you so much.
Can you go back to Kyle? We didn't.
Yep.
Let's see what
Omar, when I went to teach choir last week, I greeted them with, "What's up, all you mentees?" They just sit there silent. Wait, what if one student went?
That would be crazy.
Okay, there's no way kids watch my show. Well, maybe Graham.
Graham?
Graham, you better tell your friends.
Maddox?
Maddox. Gabriel.
Graham. Oh, we're gonna say Graham.
It used to be Andrew or Jacob, but I think he
the
said
kid that sent us the magnets.
That's Gabriel.
Oh, okay, yeah, Gabriel.
He was wondering what you did with his magnets.
Put him on the fridge, and
Chad Omnidog always weirds me out. Have you read any King in Black books? Are they any good? Peace and Love. Much like every event, I think, by Super Laugh Hard, much like every event, I think some are good, some are okay, and then some are just skippable. But I think for the most part, I enjoyed most of this stuff. I haven't finished reading it, though, because I haven't finished reading the Venom issues. I think I'm like 2 months behind on that stuff. Should be getting the whitewash on the... Okay. Don't forget the kid trolls who pretend to watch. Oh, yeah, those guys. Wait, Lynx is 14, nearly 15.
Showing that. Kyle, your comment about everyone just staring at you silence reminds me of... I wrote a couple of stories in middle school and high school. Actually, yeah, and Hannah and Ace know this story. They were about people dying in space. The first one was based on David Bowie's Space Odyssey song, and everybody just stared at me afterwards. And then in high school, I wrote one about a psychopath murderer who murdered a bunch of people on this mission to Mars, and the girl at the end forgives him.
I love that you're cracking yourself up with the story.
Because what was I thinking? And I read to the Fellowship of Christian Athletes before school, and the bell rang to start going to class, and I wasn't done. I was like, I'm not done. There's 2 more pages. They stayed, and then they just stared at me at the end and left. I love it. I need to find those stories.
That's my wife, everybody.
Is it fan art time?
Yeah, I was trying to get some pictures from Matthew. Matthew Mahey, who's an amazing artist. Everybody should follow on Instagram and Twitter. I'm going to show 2 today and then a couple more next week.
Yeah, on Discord, the Patreon Discord. He's posting his artwork.
Yeah. So let me just show a couple of pictures from him. This is they mostly come out at night. Mostly.
She's so cute.
Do you know who says that?
Yeah.
What's her name?
Dang nabbit.
Dag Nabbit is not her name.
What's it start with? What letter?
Well, the nickname starts with an N.
Newt.
Good job. That's from Aliens, for people that haven't seen Aliens.
Yeah.
Do you know who that is?
Mm-hmm. Ryu.
That's a really good Ryu. I like the whitewash. I think that's the what I'm looking for here, but it looks awesome, man. And again, that's Matthew Mangy, who's an amazing artist.
Let's show the rest.
Let's show the rest. Okay.
Okay, so we've
Here,
got...
I'll let you take over.
Let's do Arthur's. So I picked my favorite 5, Arthur. Look at that. Nightcaps of Batman. I love it. And
does Batman always wear
Awake
his cowl?
Batman. Okay. Yeah, he does. When he goes to bed. Justice Society, World War II. See, look at this old school stuff.
That's Jay Garrick, baby.
Yeah. And he looks troubled. Batman Black and White. The mutants don't know who owns Gotham. Gotham's mine.
This is from Dark Knight? Okay, son. Show me.
And then, of course, Dark Side.
Look, I love that you wrote your hashtag in. Not only wrote it out, dude, but you also wrote it in cursive. Restore the Snyderverse hashtag. Love it. That's awesome, man.
Good job, Arthur. Now these are from Dean.
That's Walter Simonson Thor. That's what it looks like. It's awesome.
Yeah, I love that perspective, the action, Infinity Gauntlet. You cover that whole page.
That is freaking awesome. Is this just in?
I wonder how long.
Pencil and inks.
That one's good.
Killing Joke. That's awesome.
Yeah. This is my favorite.
That's a take on the Andrew Wildman cover. They're using that as the Omnibus variant.
Okay, a couple more. Now,
El Colombia.
This is from Cesar, and it was from Twitter. His nickname is El Barón Rojo, not Cesar.
El Barón
Rojo. Not Cesar. Cesar.
Cesar.
So, of course, the parody of God Loves, Man Kills as protest art. That's not...
Days of Future Past. Take that wig off.
That's
Get off this chat.
That's what I knew what it was, though. And then look at, he also sent in Spider-Man sitting with Simon Bolivar.
Mm-hmm. So it's a political movement, and that's what they drew. So this is all over the news. But it was pretty cool. What is this here?
Okay, I wanted to show one of my students. We're doing Charlotte's Web. He loves Spider-Man, and he was a baby spider. Cool. So he acts as Spider-Man, and he's a photographer as well, and he's Peter Parker's a photographer. And so this is from my... the school I work at it's a residential school for people with mental disabilities, and I'm having so much fun doing this play with them. I love seeing their latent abilities come forth in acting. Oh, it's so awesome. There we go. Thank you guys for sending in stuff. I will ask again for art to be sent in.
Yes, and you can always, by the way,
yeah.
You can always email us or mail us letters or whatever you want us to open up. nearmintcon@gmail.com is our email address. And our address, which is always in the description of all our videos, is Near Mint Condition, P.O. Box 1678, Versailles, Kentucky, 40383.
We should just start saying Versailles.
Embrace it. Whatever. So we got a super chat here really quick. Thank you, Jack Ferry. Has all of Wade's run on FF been collected into hardcover Omni format? Yes, with the exception of the... Oh, what was the book he did with Neil Adams? It's the Fantastic Four book. It just came out in Gallery Edition. It's a good book. Oh gosh, what's the title? It's a word that you don't like. You can't pronounce. You said
iron.
Never mind. It's not Fantastic Four Iron.
What was your overall opinion of the Shadowland Omni?
Gets a lot of hate for no reason. The main event and the Daredevil stuff was awesome. Some of the miniseries, not so much, but I thought it was fun. I thought it was a good book. I will mail myself later today. Awesome. Come over. I need you when I move. I sent a terribly rushed drawing.
Then I will get it next week.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ace. Antithesis.
No. Antithesis.
Antithesis. Well, there you go. That's why I hate it. I hate it for no
Aluminium.
reason. Aluminium.
Go to that. Actually, that reminds me. That's a difficult word to say for a lot of like I remember having European, like when we had foreign exchange students here, both Edie's and Simone had a difficult time with that word.
Ingredients.
No, she would call it ingredients.
Ingredients, that's it.
And Simone had a hard word with he would say aluminium. And I'm like, I know it sounds ridiculous.
Which sounds prettier than
aluminium. And I'm like, no, aluminum.
Iron. Worcestershire
sauce.
What's your shirt say?
It says straight out of Cybertron. It's got the Decepticon logo back down there. Thank you, Lionheart. It's an awesome shirt.
Yeah, all you see is the beginning of the meme. You don't
Omar, I bought Fight Island Volume 1 after hearing about it on your budget. I couldn't even read it, man. That thing was making me laugh. That cover? Awesome. All I know is where's my invite to that island? I want to see how fair I would do. How well. Just
I don't know what you're talking
about. In my head, I imagine a sparsing and but what? Never mind. That's an AMA thing. Ask me anything. I guess it was hard to follow up Bendis and Brubaker on DD. It was. Wade did a stellar job, I think.
So to plug Patreon, this is always my plug-in face. $7.77 tier to sign up. You get access to Ask Me Anything. $5 tier, you get the recorded version, right? Instead of the live version. So
yeah,
it's a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun. Usually get to drinking, and tomorrow's going to be our mimosa day because we're doing it for our European viewers. Because every other month we switch, like a night and then a midday viewing.
And patrons vote too.
Yes, yes. Love the hair, Melanie. You look astonishing.
Oh, thanks. It's starting to creep up because I don't know how to wear one.
Do you like older or modern comics better? It depends. There's some older comics that I love, and then there's some older comics that I'm like, I don't know how people read this. There's some modern comics that I love, and modern comics that I don't know how people are reading this. So it really, it's it depends on what book it is. So like Golden Age stuff, I'm not the biggest fan of Superman and Batman Golden Age. Not the biggest fan of a lot of Golden Age stuff, honestly. But that's another story.
Omar and Melanie, if you could adapt any characters, comics, graphic novel, video game into a movie, what would it be, and what would be your take on it? This one.
That's for Final Fantasy
X. Oh, I geeked out about Warren last night, too. They were gone. I was watching YouTube videos. That would be it. I don't know my take on it. Just, make it all. No, a prequel. Yes, we need a prequel to Final Fantasy X where it's Ornn and Jecht and Braska and their journey together. Oh, I would love it.
No, my wife is all nerding out. I think, for me, I've always wanted an adaptation of Battle Angel Alita in anime format. I've always wanted an adaptation because it's a wonderful story, and we've only had the 2 OVAs, and then we had the movie, which is great. Love the movie. Final Fantasy VI would be fun to adapt, I think. I'd love to make that into a comic book series, graphic novel format.
Oh, that would be nice. Mm-hmm. Because there's so many characters and possibilities to delve deeper into the stories.
New Warriors into a TV show, but not New Warriors with the camera. Like I'm talking New Warrior, like classic New Warriors. That's my take. David Robertson, what up, Glip Glops? I'm loving your hair. Robin Year One as flashbacks in a Nightwing solo film. I'd dig that. That would be awesome. Hey, did you guys do my super chat? Oh my goodness. Let me take over for a minute, baby. I don't think we did. Fraser, can you write down what you put down?
That, oh my goodness, was towards me.
No.
Fraser for giving a super chat.
No, it's not.
It sounded like it was towards me.
It was not towards you. How are you gonna decipher that from?
How I was supposed to decipher that when you say, "Oh my goodness, give me the mouse."
I was saying, "Oh my goodness" about the StreamYard thing because it's a mess. It doesn't keep up with.
Well, that's
how you gonna assume things.
Well, how are you gonna not explain?
This is what marriage is like.
It doesn't explain things. How am I going to read your mind? Of course, I'm going to think that. Misa back.
What was it, Fraser? By the way, thank you for that. I was asking if Criminal 2 was an IST. Oh, on IST is a new printing or not? The image is the old. Oh, good question.
Thank you for the super chat.
Do they have the ISBN? If they have the ISBN, compare to the ISBN. So, by the way, thank you for causing that little.
It's so things don't build up.
No, you're not. You love seeing that, Fraser. You're not sorry.
What?
They're fighting over you, Fraser. Why are we fighting? We're a positive, honest community.
Thank you. While being honest, you need to be honest and tell what you're thinking.
I was getting frustrated over the fact that StreamYard loses super chat. Immediately, my wife went to, I'm stupid. I can't do anything right. What the heck? If enough people ask, can we have Omar with the wig? No.
Lots of people have been asking. I don't think I get this baby back on, but sure.
Never assume is what I have learned.
I know. Well, it's hard. Okay.
Mom and Dad don't fight.
And that was the advertisement one day for this chat. 2% marital tips.
2% marital tips.
Tips. TIFF.
Not tips.
Sure.
Okay.
The tip is to explain yourself. And
what do you think of Amazing Spider-Man Tom DeFalco's run? Maybe we can get an Omni to fill the gap between Roger Stern and David McElhaney, Tom McFarlane Omnis. I would love that, yeah. There's a lot of gap fillers I want. Spider-Man needs some holes plugged. X-Men needs some holes plugged. There's a lot. Do not take that out of context. The stories, people. What did you guys think of Invincible Season 1? Both Amanda and I really liked it.
I didn't watch it.
We're doing
you can plug.
What plug am I doing? I just plugged Spider-Man and you started laughing at me. Anyway, we're doing
your show with Amanda.
We started a segment called "Was It Better Than the Comic?" That's one of the ones we're going to be talking about is Invincible Season 1. I think next week we're doing Jupiter's Legacy. Maddie and I think Amanda's going to join us for Old Reader, New Reader, doing Invincible, the first compendium. That'll be on the 25th. So,
okay.
Yep. Are we done talking about plugging things? Spectacular Spider-Man needs 300 issues plugged. Yeah, because they haven't done any of it. Omar, don't get. I wasn't being dirty. My wife was. She was laughing. We haven't even seen the trailer for Snake Eyes. We haven't? I thought we had. We've seen the toys. Omar, what are your thoughts? By the way, I love your Hulk had killed Wolverine. What if? That's one of my favorite covers.
You said that last week.
Same guy, right? Was it you, Superior Travis? Or was it the inferior Travis? Omar, what are your thoughts on the new Snake Eyes movie? I think it's going to bomb so bad. They changed way too much. What did they? I don't like the fact that did they unmask him? Is it because he's a super good looking guy? I hate the fact that they unmasked Snake Eyes. That makes me mad. Because immediately I think they don't understand the character of Snake Eyes. Anyway, I'm here for positivity. So I guess the costume and sword fights look cool. Is it still Ray Parker?
You can say what you don't like about it. I feel a new t-shirt coming up. I just plugged Spider-Man. That reminds me, on our spread shop, it's 20% off until Sunday, I believe. Yeah, until tomorrow for our 3 new designs. Oh, I should have uploaded it so I could show it off. Well, you can see it underneath the video. Do you even near mint? Minties. I made that one. I'm proud. Well, I didn't make the design, but I designed it. Instead of Wheaties, the cereal box, and it says a lot of stuff on it. And then who made it for us? What's his name? The X-Men symbol, but it's like talk about near mint for YouTube channel for gifted viewers.
Was that Chris? I think it was Chris, wasn't it?
The guy that
or was it David? I can't remember who designed that one.
I'm sorry.
Why would you call me out like that?
Well,
because I can't remember.
We remember you.
Spousal marriage tips.
So, however, at Spread Shop, you could make your own t-shirt just like that and just buy it for base price because we have prices added on top, right? That we get to keep. They keep all the base price. So that would be a good idea.
All right. I know nothing about G.I. Joe characters, but I'm all in on Henry Golding. Hopefully Disney casts him as Vegeta for what are you talking about, Hayden? No more Dragon Ball live action. Is Sir David Gabriel in here? I need to put my case forward for a Omnibus and Epic. I think he's busy today. I think he was busy today. We texted each other a little bit earlier. I think he was out running errands.
When are you doing the Alien review?
Tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow morning, I'm doing your top 50 most wanted Marvel Omnis that you all voted for in Tigereyes poll.
Yeah, he's letting Omar
really
announce
cool.
it. So thank you. That was really nice.
He's a really good guy. Ask me about my near mint agenda. What's our agenda? Lord Omar. These names. When is Low Book 1 getting a reprint? Also, any news on Deadly Class? Nothing on Deadly Class, the big editions. Low, I think, is in September, if I'm not mistaken, because it'll be back in stock by the time Volume 2 comes out. That's the plan, anyway, that I saw. I think an Alpha Omni has a better chance than... Don't tell that to Brian. You're going to make his head explode.
What would be in your Uncanny Omar omnibus?
All my favorite stories.
Well, duh.
The day my first daughter was born. The day I got married to you. The day I kissed a girl.
What about your other daughter?
The other day that I kissed another girl.
What about your other daughter?
Of course, my other daughter's on there. Actually, I have more memories, more fun memories of Alicia when she was a little bit older. Like, I swear, that kid's gonna be the first one.
Don't tell Lydia.
Like, well, Lydia's a lot like you, so Alicia's like me. That's why I think like that kid is gonna be the first one to curse between both of them. Like one day she's just gonna snap, and I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna high five you behind their back, but I'm gonna be like, anyway.
I'm studying comic book art in my art BTEC, and I did 9 pages on Ghibli.
That's
Sweet.
awesome. That's awesome. I see that you have X-Men 92. Is that your era? The X-Men cartoon era? And an American experience was a lousy T-shirt.
The day I got married to you. Nice save.
Omar, Gillen, X-Men question. All right, what do you got, Dylan? Let me know. The day I got married to you. Nice save. It's what I do. I've been saving. I save all the time. Omar, you know about the Bloodborne comics at all? No, I don't. I didn't even know the collection was out. They kept getting delayed. I haven't read it. My brother would kill me. He's been wanting me to play that game forever. But I'll be honest, I haven't even played the game. So it looks gorgeous.
That makes sense now why Lydia is Omar's favorite. No, it's just Lydia's like me. Alicia's like him.
Yes.
So
temper and everything.
The cross relationships. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
I don't think that's the way it works.
Is there going to be a new wig section on the online shop now? Heck, fire no.
Bloodborne is so good. Josh, is the video game or the comic good?
This is so God.
How old's your brother? My brother's
2 brothers.
37, 38?
Tommy's a year younger.
So 38.
So he's 38. Emmanuel's 39.
Yeah. So I'm the oldest. Go to Dylan. He was asking about can I just read the renumbered Gillen X-Men, or do I need all of it? The renumbered happened after it happened after Schism. So really it's just Cyclops and Wolverine breaking up and taking on 2 different teams. You can read it without reading the previous Uncanny, but his Uncanny really builds a lot of things that happen in his Uncanny X-Men renumbered. I hate the renumbered thing. Omni Nation, the Aliens Omnibus is all recolored with the exception of 1 short story. But if you're asking about the original comics, they're all colored. But they're the... and I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say recolored. They're the color masters from the Dark Horse years.
You're the oldest we can tell. Keep my phone's upstairs. I don't have.
She's a professional. She's a professional.
No, I just forgot to bring it down.
Or that.
But I did see you sent in artwork. So you messaged or you wrote that in the chat earlier. So we'll definitely get it next week.
Omar is a certified Peruvian. I do have my certifications right here. Look at that. I don't know if you can...
because of the
my shots. That's when you know you're third world, baby. You get all these big shots, all these vaccinated big scars. Do I like Inca Kola? 100% I love Inca Kola.
I didn't like it. It tastes like bubblegum until...
How dare you?
We were in Chicago.
We were in Chicago. When
I had black beans and rice and drank the Inca Kola with it. And I'm like, oh, this is delicious. Now I like it.
There you go. What a wonderful story. The Mr. Sinister story in Uncanny Volume 1 flows into the Volume 2. Things like that. Yeah. I love his Sinister. He's the one that made him sassy Sinister. If it wasn't like Morrison with those big concepts, it wasn't, but I really enjoyed it.
Speaking of big, Raphael says it's news Kat Dennings got engaged. I thought I have a chance.
Man and I talked about this yesterday, and I feel like it's going to be like the whole how we're not allowed to talk about Berserk 2016 in this channel. We're not allowed to talk about Kat Dennings getting engaged on the channel. That's what I told her.
Why?
So, well, because that's the
you're sad.
Backup plan. That came out the wrong way.
Berserk is a backup plan? 2016?
Sure. What's better than Gillen's X-Men or Carey's? What a good question. I think both are underrated. But I think Carey had a long game. Like, he stayed on the book for a long time, like almost 7 years. So I think Carey's run. Even coming from the UK, you will have that scar. Yeah, it shows you your age too. Inca-Cola's top tier. That's right, it is. Okay. Dila Lydia. They're taking Lydia.
Oh, to shop?
No, I'll tell you later.
Okay. I love you. Lydia. Okay. What was I?
Here, let me take a couple.
Gonna say.
What are your thoughts on Terry Moore's Motor Girl? Good. To me, I like his Strangers in Paradise more, but his Motor Girl is solid. Like Strangers in Paradise, Rachel Rising, Echo. Motor Girl probably comes in fourth, but they're all really good. Just give your kid away. No, my mom and dad.
He's going to explain later.
I'll explain
He's
later.
going to tell me what he's thinking. Hey, Aria.
Is Aria here?
Yep.
Okay. Gillen's X-Men run is better than Carey's run. Now, Carey's X-Men Legacy story with Professor Xavier, remember, the history is the best story of their X-Men work. It's hard for me to choose, but I think I went with Carey first because he was building on a lot of that past history while also including new things like the Children of the Vault. And I mean, if you're reading X-Men now, Hickman's using a lot of Carey stuff in there. I'm a big fan of that. How's Remender Stranger Thing? I heard it was underwhelming. It was okay. I love the artwork in that.
Strange Girl.
Yeah. It's the one where the girl's friends with a demon. I read that omnibus a couple years ago.
Oh, I did read a couple of those issues. You said Stranger Things. That's what I said.
Oh, Strange Girl. Thank you.
Mega Shrimp.
Here's another plug for the t-shirts. Thank you.
I get what you're doing there.
Thank you,
I bought 2 to support the channel, and they are really comfortable. One could even say they're near mint. Thank you.
Look at that.
Thanks. The women's relax fit is, I love the feel of it. And my Terry hoodie, I wear that all the time. It's so comfortable.
That's awesome, Rafael. Inca Cola in Puerto Rico, we call that flavor Cola Champagne.
Oh, and thanks for the super chat.
We also have Cola Inglesa, but I still like the Inca Cola more. This is a funny conversation. Didn't expect to be talking about Inca Cola. I've not read any of those X-Men runs, but I've just bought the 3 Chuck Austin trades, and I'm scared to read them. What if you love them, Brian? All that matters is you may love them. I love the new Alien comic series. I'm hoping Aliens can become ongoing and eventually integrate into the 616. It is so weird to see the xenomorphs in a Marvel comic, though. I will say that. And I just want to see them fight. You know, I think when I first announced these things, one of the things I wanted to see was Brood versus the alien versus aliens. Because I mean, that's the inspiration for the Brood was the aliens. And I want to see Predator versus Punisher. That's the kind of things I wanted to see. Please don't forget to smash that like button. Thank you, Durley, for reminding me to remind everybody else. Omar, have you ever done a DC, your top DC Absolute video? Would love to see, get Alex Ross Justice ones, but can't find them. It's Justice is out of print, isn't it? That's the one with all the villains. That's the one by Jim Kruger. Dang, that's sad. I like that book. Omar, Executioner's Song versus Messiah Complex. What wins in your opinion?
That's a good question.
Oh, man. This is so tough because Executioner's Song, the original idea for Executioner's Song was Sins of the Father. However, the Image creators left before the event started. So it was up to Fabian Nicieza to pick up the scraps, and he did such a phenomenal job of just these ideas that were just kind of, you know, they weren't really well thought out, honestly. They were just written on paper. So it was up to him to come up with a story for the summer event because they left before that summer event. That's crazy. So Messiah Complex was well thought out, I thought. It was Brubaker, Colin Yost. He gave us the formation of the X-Force team. It introduces us to the possibility that there could be mutants outside of the 198 that are born into this world. had the return of a character. I don't want to spoil that. The ending, you know what? No, I'm going to go with the Executioner song because I thought the ending of Messiah Complex was a little underwhelming and I don't appreciate what they did to the character of Bishop. Still a great story, but got to go with the Executioner song.
William, I like Punisher versus Punisher.
Duke versus Punisher. Who wrote that? We live in a... Go to Squidly, because that is so true. Okay, great statement, by the way. We now live in a world where Ultraman can fight xenomorphs in a Marvel comic. Right, and the Punisher can start shooting everybody in there. That's awesome. And crazy. But still awesome.
What's everyone's favorite JRPG besides Final Fantasy? Plus, nice hair. Thank you. Not Final Fantasy. Xenogears.
Yeah, she loves Xenogears.
So epic. So epic.
Man, I don't know.
It's from the 90s.
Chrono Trigger might be the right answer.
Yeah, that's really good too.
For me. Chrono Trigger, Secret of Mana. But Secret of Mana is more action RPG. So, Chrono Trigger.
Yeah, I like to hear other people's answers. Meowyon says Chrono Trigger.
What's up, Trumbo Gun? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you back here.
Yeah, hello. What about Mortal Kombat comics?
I used to buy them. I don't remember much about them though, honestly. So I can't really say. I used to buy them at the same time that the Street Fighter comics were coming out. Breath of Fire is good. Breath of Fire 2. Dude, Breath of Fire 1. You remember that little cameo Chun-Li had? Chun-Li? You could sneak into the basement and see Chun-Li kicking. Secret of Mana. That one was Secret of Mana. Oh, you guys have good ones. Skies of Arcadia.
Oh my gosh, my sister was obsessed with
Skies of Arcadia. Awesome.
Tales of Berseria.
Berseria is solid. I like
Legend
Tales
of Dragoon. I remembered that.
Tales of Fantasia was one of my favorites. Beautiful, and it's got what's his name? Oh my gosh, I cannot remember his name. The artist of Oh My Goddess. Amigami Tense. Fuji. Oh my gosh.
Bell Dandy.
Fujiko. Take my geek badge away. Thank you so much for the super chat, honey. Omar, get Conan Volume 7 Omnibus solicited, brother. I don't think I have to make that happen. I'm pretty sure that's going to happen. I'm pretty sure that will happen. And then the people that are like, there's too much Conan can come yell at me again. There's not enough Conan. Never played a JRPG, but ActRaiser took a lot of time. That wasn't all the music about that. I was talking to my daughters about vinyls I would love to own of classic art. Yeah, that came in the mail for you. Happy Mother's Day. That was your Mother's Day.
I thought it was Christmas.
Or Christmas Day. Whatever. I can't remember.
Look at this. And it says Evangelion finally. I finally got it. No, it wasn't out of stock. It wasn't published yet.
So my wife loves vinyls and
Evangelion.
And I love getting her things like this. So yeah.
Thank you, baby.
You're welcome.
What about Justin's asking, do you have any super valuable issues?
To me, yes. Like my first issue of X-Men. I still have, you mean like key issues? I still have. Like I have my X-Men run from 90. What do I have? I had to sell some. But I have my X-Men run from Uncanny 96, 97, all the way up to 500. New Mutants 1 through 100. So I got the first appearance of Cable and Deadpool in there. Have all my X Factor. I'm trying to think of other key issues I have still. I've sold most of my comics though to buy collected editions.
Yeah, single issues.
Omar, did you get Incredible Hulk Omnibus Volume 3? I did, brother. I did. Last week. I haven't cracked it open because I've been busy reading Kazar and Aliens. And X-Men. And manga. Whew. I love my job. This is wonderful. I'm not going to complain about that. But a question by Dennis O'Neill and Dennis Cohen Omnibus.
Live chats are fun.
For Christmas later this year. That is in my top 20 spoilers. Most wanted DC Omnibus. I've wanted that for a long time. Very amazing run. Those trade paperbacks are out of print. They haven't even reprinted them in like thick trades. If you like Evangelion, go watch Blue Blazes. It's the beginning.
That would be good for.
It's about the beginnings of Studio Gainax.
Both of us to watch.
I love Gainax. Ever since Nadia, Secret of Blue Water, Otaka no Video, of course, Evangelion. What's their last thing they did before they separated? Was it Gurren Lagann? Gunbuster is one of my personal favorites, but that shows my age.
Man, the animation. Yeah, that's Jack Ferry.
Okay.
I love Executioner's Song. I have it in hardcover, SC, and single issues with cards. I read it every year. I don't like how Bishop was used in Messiah Complex and then killing millions of people.
I get that you needed a big shocking moment, but don't use the character of Bishop. Like, I just feel like they didn't know what to do with him.
Can you talk about the Stan Lee comic? I looked it up online. It's crazy expensive.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so then here's a issue that you own that's really expensive.
When somebody asked me about, what do you have expensive or do you have issues that me?
Can I take it out of the bag?
No, you're not allowed to talk.
Okay.
Don't
I was going to show the back.
So this was a special giveaway for the celebration of Stan Lee, and this was a gift from David a couple of years ago for all the work I was putting in on the channel, and he just wanted to give it to me.
So he'll never sell it.
And yeah, it's just a book I don't plan on selling. It's a rare book that was only given away at a celebration. A lot of people that worked at Marvel got in trouble for selling them on eBay. The cover art is done by Adam Kubert, and it was a book that he refused to sign at conventions. So it's a very cool, it was a nice gift.
Like out of respect.
And
right?
I don't really CGC, but I think that's one that I want to put in CGC. It's just nice. I don't plan on reading it or cracking it open. It's just a really nice gift. Completely unexpected. Not much of a manga guy, but I found the first 2 Hellsings in a charity shop the other day, so we'll give those a go. Dude, you got me Phoenix. How could you not be much of a manga guy? You know you love you so much.
He got you Phoenix?
Phoenix, Volume 1, though.
When?
The Spanish hardcover.
When?
Last year.
Wow.
You were there when I opened it. I think.
Remember.
Was she there? I can't remember.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
It was very.
I liked Hellsing. I like the anime actually more than the manga. I don't know
Ultimate
why.
Hellsing.
I can't pinpoint
awesome.
why, but yeah, I like.
Omar, could you explain your Darkhawk love?
Do you
Sure.
love Darkhawk?
I do.
Oh, okay. He was okay in the issue I read with Venom. But
yeah, those were his issues. You mean he was guest starring in Darkhawk? I've always liked the idea of a normal person stumbling across superpowers. Right? Whether it's Kyle Rayner, whether it's to an extent Iron Man, or Ultimate Spider-Man, things like that. I really enjoy stories like that because you can put yourself in their shoes. I was like, oh, that'd be cool to find an amulet that can make me transform into it was not him. It was Ludwig that got him for me. Okay. You all share a very similar Y'all share a very similar what's it called? There. Pictures. That's why I thought
profile pics.
But that's why I like those kind of stories. Puts myself in their shoes. Yeah. Come on. You have to read it just once. Which one? Oh, that. Yeah.
It's meant for reading.
Okay, I'll read it. No,
I just had a thought. I'll ask you later.
No,
so
he hasn't.
Is basically Juggernaut.
No,
Juggernaut. Because he found a gem.
Yeah.
Or crystal amulet, something. What's your favorite Cable story?
Oh gosh, what a good question. I really like the Ladron era of Cable. I thought those were really good stories with what's her name, Irene Merriweather. Like just going on adventures, being separate from the other X teams, no longer having to rely on X-Men or X-Force. He kind of separated himself from everybody else. Was that Joe Casey, I think? I really enjoyed that era. Those are some of my favorite stories. You didn't need to know anything about Cable. His complicated background and complicated family tree line didn't have. You sent me Slain. Thank you. Which I need to get to reading.
Was I there?
You were there for that.
Nighthawk is a better character than Darkhawk.
Hi. That's debatable. That's debatable.
Wait, Tigereyes is on?
Maybe.
I guess I missed because unless you're just speaking to Tigereyes in general.
Go to Griffin's because that's another segue because tonight you can find out at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time when we do Map My X. We're actually doing the Messiah era. So very excited to talk about that.
If you get on the chat and talk about anything else, Omar will not notice because I did that.
Oh yeah, we are serious about mapping these books. We are focused.
You are not reading the chat.
Even when I'm drinking, I'm super focused on like how we're gonna map this because we take it so seriously. Like all of us are a bunch of nerds that just come to like. If we had if Marvel gave us the job to map these books out, and then on top of that, we choose the covers, and then we argue about what to leave out or that's too many books.
Somebody had a question about. Oh yeah, Jonathan. The chat is recorded. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So if you,
Uh,
I think it takes a little bit for YouTube to upload the chat. I think you have to wait about an hour or two, but you can always go back and the chat is recorded.
Really? I didn't think so. As soon as we're done, we can see.
I don't think so. But I don't know.
Okay.
Gabrielle, go to that.
Okay.
Can we get Bendis to do an X-Men run? He had his shot.
His vaccine shot.
No, I mean, he did. He had all new X-Men and Uncanny X-Men that he wrote for a couple of years. And out of that, we got the original 5 and Beast, for some reason, looking different. And we got Matthew Malone. Let's forget about that.
Great Garloose. Most valuable comics, Amazing Spider-Man number 25. First Spider Slayer, which I bought for all $5 when I was a teenage Garloo. And you weren't great, Garloo.
Go to Dean. Dean has a good question for Tigereyes. Tigereyes, I sent my top 5 most wanted Omnis to you, not top 10. Is it okay? I think that was okay. I think he still counted those.
Hip Hop Happens says, what's your shirt say? Straight out of Krakoa?
Not yet.
That would be fun.
Out of Cybertron, baby.
And see, on Spreadshop, you can do that. Right? It's not copyrighted. You could put straight out of anything. That gives me an idea.
David C. is dead to me. I'm just kidding.
There's Tigereyes. 202 total for whatever Michael asked.
Then Michael asked good questions. David
C
said,
likes
Bendis
X-Men.
I'm glad you liked it, man. That's good.
It's tough to order books from the Caribbean, but I would try to. Only got 80 books in my collection. Yeah, I can imagine.
Absolutely.
Have you read the manga Master Keaton?
I have. Yes, that's also Urasawa, same guy that did Asadora that you really like.
And Pluto.
He did Pluto, 20th Century Boys,
which
Monster.
Adam sent me, and I like it. I will read the rest.
It's awesome. Pluto's my favorite one that he did, but I'm biased because of my love of Astro Boy.
See, I need to make a list. I need to make a list of the things I want to read because I just genuinely forget. Straight out of minting? ?
Cable Soldier X was solid too, and that was an interesting time because the title of Cable changed to Soldier X, X-Force changed to the Ecstatics, and Deadpool changed to Agent X. And what's funny is there was a rumor going around that it was not to pay Rob Liefeld royalties. They decided to change the titles of these characters. I don't know if that's true or not. We got that one.
Okay.
We got that one.
Yeah.
And we got that one. Straight out of Versailles. I'm sure there's like 10 people wearing those. See, Bendis was tainted for me when someone pointed out all his characters are interchangeable. If you read the text, you would have no idea the difference between them.
Are you talking about me?
Yeah, I mean, I think
what I said.
A lot of people have that problem with
I
him.
wonder, Fraser, that'd be funny if you were like, somebody, wink, wink.
Now, since I do say positive things about these people, the positive thing,
New Avengers and Daredevil.
Yeah, the positive thing I will say about Bendis is though he brings a lot of characters out of the shadows into the spotlight, and I appreciate that. Like the saying, quit trying to make Fetch happen. He was like, quit trying to make Sentry happen. Quit trying to make the Hood happen. But he did a really good job with some of those characters. For example, Magic. There's a lot of people that love Magic, and Magic wouldn't really be in the spotlight. And this is a Claremont fanboy and a Louise Simonson fanboy saying this, but Magic really wouldn't be in the spotlight without Bendis. Without Bendis, Magic would not be, some people would say, overused these days. But him and Chris Bacalo's wonderful design on Uncanny X-Men, it's probably why the popularity is so huge on her. Otherwise, she'd just be in the background. What are you reading? Wolverine has one that says straight out of sight. Really? Is that what we're going to do to my boy now?
Yeah, Omar likes Get a Robo.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't watched it.
The Shin Get a Robo series was awesome, man. Like when the original Get a Robo gets lost in space and comes back with the freaking like shredded cape and he's all dark. Oh, it's awesome.
Oh, Dan was saying without Bendis, Luke Cage never gets
exactly
until he was put away again, and obviously Jessica Jones.
Absolutely, he's really good at those things. And say what you will about the man, it's easy to get into his stories, to jump into New Avengers without having read any Avengers prior to him. I just, like I said, Omar, any cross-gen books might get the HC. I wish. I would love to see Sojourn and Scion collected in that format. I don't know. I know that Marvel has the rights, but I think it's one of those things like kind of like Malibu. I just don't think they want to print those.
Tigereyes is who we were talking about earlier
Mm-hmm.
for your video tomorrow.
Yeah.
You want to explain that?
Yeah, so Tigereyes has a poll every year. He's been doing it. Tigereyes, correct me, or please let us know how long you've been doing this. He puts it in the Marvel Masterworks forums where everybody emailed him. That's what I announced last week with their top 10 most wanted Marvel Omnis, and he puts a list together of the top 50. It was a lot of fun, and he sent it my way, and I'll be making that video announcement tomorrow. What your top 50 Marvel Omnibus are?
Yeah, so thank you, Tigereyes. It's really nice.
Really, really cool.
Hi, Ibsy.
What's up, Ibsy? Catching the last half hour live. How's everybody doing?
Oh, so you say it's going to go to 110? Or what time did you send this comment? Last half hour. I've got 1240 on the computer. It will go to 110. It just will. That's okay. I'm not. Tigereyes wants ruse. Ruse?
Ruse. Yeah. I like that. That's Barry Windsor Smith, right? There's a particular character that I like that it would just be really weird to print because of a creator behind that character, who I will not name on the channel because he's a piece of garbage. I have all 4 volumes of Claremont's Uncanny X-Men Omnis. Does that pretty much cover the wedding of Cyclops and Jean Omni? Don't want to double dip. No. If you have the Uncanny X-Men 1 through 4, you're talking about 20 years later is when Jean Grey and Cyclops get married. So you're looking in between those. You have the Mutant Massacre, Fall of the Mutants, Inferno, X-Men by Jim Lee, volumes 1 and 2, Shattershot, Executioner Song, Extinction Agenda, Fatal Attractions, and then I think I missed a couple, but you get the idea. Then the X-Men Wedding of Cyclops and Phoenix.
Thank you for the super
and
chat.
Thank you so much for the super chat.
Oh, it's magic.
You had to do that.
You know. Joachim's saying thank you to all meant to subscribe to my channel this week. That's great.
Yeah,
we definitely
great channel.
Like to do that to support and encourage people to go check out other comic channels, right?
Yeah, I think there's a wonderful community out there for these kind of things, and you know, there's a lot of people watching these books that are watching these type of videos that you know want to see others' takes on these things. It's not just, you know, my voice. I think there's a lot of people with wonderful voices. Rune was very Windsor Smith. Roos with Mark Waid. Thank you for the correction. That's right. There was another series that I really liked too. Was it Negation? I think that was really solid. Crossgen had a lot of talent, man. Sadly, you know, few dollars for the wig and the pool fund. Thank you, brother. Oh, you changed your picture.
The wigs paid for Christmas money. Because bought it December 31st.
Manga and anime you would like to see get a full epic cinematic treatment. Oh, why would you do that?
You always ask me good questions, and I'm lame, and I can't think of it off the top of my head. A full cinematic treatment. Hey, I'd love for Evangelion to finally finish with the movies. Right. High five.
You know, live action, like limiting ourselves to live action, or
no, I wouldn't think so.
I think cinematic treatment.
What's that silly cooking manga?
Iron Walk Jam?
Oh no, it was like a little girl, and I really liked it.
For me, it would be things like Bastard. I love
Pluto. Pluto would be good.
Heavy Metal Bastard would be awesome to see. Full 4 movies of that series once they get completed.
My new hero, Elsa is her name. Don't know how to pronounce her last name. She's French. Charretier.
Mm-hmm.
She's got a YouTube channel, and this is connected, I promise. Hopefully I get to interview her June 24th. I'm really excited. She's so good at explaining paneling and flow and such. And she's a
comic artist, though.
She said Reservoir Dogs. Yes, sorry. Didn't mention that. Reservoir Dogs is one of her favorite movies. And she took the scene where Mr. Blonde is dancing with the razor and cuts off the cop's ear. Is it Mr. Blonde? Well, anyway.
Mr. Orange.
One of them.
Okay.
And she's like, here, let's figure out how to panel in a comic because it's going to be different. And she did such a good job. So I definitely suggest checking out that video, her YouTube channel. Type in Elsa CHA and it'll pop up. Yeah. And somebody else was asking for an X-Men related only live chat. That's tonight. You got your wish.
Yep, we're doing Matt
What
My
time?
Ex at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Mhm. And Andrew says it's Mr. Bond.
Okay, it was Mr. Blonde. Stuck in the middle with you. I always think of that cutting off someone's ear when I hear that song. Really quick, Omar's Mutant Massacre Omnibus new printing will have more issues. No, I've seen this asked before. I don't know what's going on. I think there's a misconception. So really quick, just to give you a brief history and brief. There was an X-Men Mutant Massacre OHC released over 10 years ago. And then Marvel decided 2 years ago, let's just make it an omnibus with expanded issues. So they included things like the Fantastic Four, X-Men, Avengers X-Men, and other issues of X-Factor. Cool. So that's what people are getting confused with. I think people are comparing the new listing of the reprint of the omnibus, not the OHC, to the original OHC. So they're like, why are they adding more issues? This is so unfair. So no, the new printing of the X-Men Mutant Massacre Omnibus, it's just a straight up reprint of the X-Men Mutant Massacre that came out a couple of years ago, not the OHC. I hope that didn't confuse you, but they made Reservoir Dogs in 1 month on a $30,000 budget.
For our wedding, him and the groomsmen walked in. No, that's not Reservoir Dogs, but you acted like Reservoir Dogs. It was Battle Without Honor
or Humanity
from Kill Bill.
Mm-hmm.
I named my car, one of my cars, that.
You did.
But you were pretending to be Reservoir Dogs. Like Rob had his cell phone. Who had a cigarette? Not that there were cell phones in the
Mike.
And I walked into Vampire to D's theme.
Yep.
Oh, so magical.
What a great memory.
Oh, we had such a good wedding. Oh man. I mean, I'm not being judgmental on anybody else's. I'm just saying ours was fun. Right? We need the 4th. And it's out in Japan.
It's out in Japan, apparently, and needs to be trailing. By the way, Reservoir Dogs over Pulp Fiction, fight me. I'm okay with that statement. But I also say Jackie Brown is my favorite. I love Jackie Brown. I think I'm alone there. I don't think many people like Jackie Brown over any of his other movies. Need that follow the Mutant Omnis. It was awesome. Archangel arc of X Factor, for Pete's sake. It was. But the Fall of Angel I thought was better. That issue 15 of X Factor, that was rough. You are such nerds. I love it. Thank you. We love you.
Did you draw your profile pic? That's cool. Wait, no, I can't show that one.
But it's
this is the one I was
that whole coffee scene where the guy's talking about Mr. Pink, talking about not tipping.
See, I need to watch it again. I don't remember.
Which FF run is better, Wade's or Hickman's? To me, Wade. To a lot of others, Hickman. But
oh yes, I like Once Upon a Time.
Loved it. I've watched it 3 times.
Brad Pitt. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I don't see, and that's the thing. Like I've seen Jackie Brown, 20 times. So I think Once Upon a Time will grow on me. The payoff. I'm not gonna spoil. The payoff of that movie is one of the best payoffs for a slow burn.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yes.
And
the relationship of Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio's characters.
And I love
awesome.
Leonardo DiCaprio. And I don't care with Brad Pitt if he's kind of just always Brad Pitt. That's what I like. Now, Jack Nicholson.
He's a great actor, though.
No, he is. I'm just saying, like some people say that. Jack Nicholson is always Jack Nicholson. Not as a Joker. No. Because he was Jack Nicholson. Now, and as good as it gets. Which I
as
really
good
like.
As it gets is the movie you think of when you think of Jack Nicholson.
And One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Thank you.
But I don't think he quite got the character that I imagined in the book. How dare he? He's got to do
what about The Shining,
Melanie's version. Yeah, that was good. Yeah. No, I didn't read The Shining.
Oh, okay.
So
also a good movie.
Glorious, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Even though they put Eli Roth
Hateful
in there.
Eight. Oh, that was a good slow burn. Or
I wish I had seen that in the theatrical release that he wanted it, the aspect ratio. So I really wanted that, man. I like the Netflix cut that he did though, the 4-part Netflix cut. That was really cool. That was really cool.
We were in that nice theater with the reclining seats, and I kind of was getting sleepy.
I love that movie because
strangely I found it relaxing.
Mm-hmm.
The cinematography, right? The directing, of course, not the subject, was relaxing. Omar, are you going to collect Seven Deadly Sins manga with their children?
I didn't know anything about the seven. Seven. I don't even have Seven Deadly Sins, so probably I can see that. I see a lot of people really give it good praise. The Seven Deadly Sins.
Last night, when I was trying to figure out if you fed Strider, because I wanted to jump in the shower, I was going to write in all caps. I was typing in all caps. I'm resorting to all caps, Omar. Did you feed Strider?
I didn't have my phone, so.
Well, no, on the
He
chat,
was
I
great in A Few Good Men. He's a great actor. He's a great actor. It's just, I understand the Jack Nicholson, always playing Jack Nicholson. Adrian, also. Chinatown. I think that gets the Kill Bill Japanese
Everything's
edition.
in color.
Yeah.
Kill Bill Part 2 made me want to have a baby.
Yeah.
And then I did. In the end.
We'll talk about that another day. A Few Good Men.
Loved her
10 minutes. He gets an Oscar. He's that good. He was awesome in that scene. That's one of Nicholson.
Oh,
the Tom Cruise and Nicholson scene was awesome. Like that scene.
I haven't
was great.
watched that.
It's a good movie.
I believe it.
As Good as It Gets was a great performance by Jack.
Baby, that's as good.
Yeah, there's
I like Will Smith.
I was gonna say, and there's nothing wrong with actors playing themselves. I think that's great. You know, there was a couple of
movies.
His
facial expressions. Whoo.
I think Will Smith
good at emoting with his eyes and face.
There was a movie I saw with him that I didn't think like he stood up out above his other movies because he didn't have his usual "oh hell no" catchphrase in that movie, and I cannot remember what it was. Maybe it was it Legion? I am Legion. I'm Legend. That one? Maybe it was that one. But he did good in that.
Where it's torturous, right?
With the dog scene. Oh, that was rough.
Yeah,
Omar, now things are getting not so crazy. Do you ever come to West Coast for? I could. Is this an open invitation? To come
you got some place to stay.
Come and play with you.
We've been saving those Amazon points for tickets to Japan, though. We're going to do that for a few more years. Guys, you get an Amazon credit card. Immediately pay it off. Use it like a debit card.
Please don't tell people to get a credit card. That is the worst advice.
And then you add up those points. You don't have to use it on Amazon. That is money in the bank.
She's forgetting about something really important here.
What?
And the most important thing about this, and this is just bet you weren't expecting this, financial advice, is that you have to be able to pay it off. It's not get a credit card to acquire points.
I said use it like a debit card. I have to immediately transfer the money on my phone when I buy something with a credit card so that we know we have the money. I said that.
Yeah.
Oh,
come to LA. All right. I got some friends over there.
Oh, the source novel. Have I read that? I want to read it.
Solid. The comic book adaptation
was Project Viking says missed the point of the source, and David, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Terrible.
I'm not saying it was a great movie. I'm just thinking it was a great performance.
Go watch Omega Man.
Omega Man was solid.
Yes, a murder movie did.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that another day.
No, just one sentence.
One sentence.
Because she loved her child that much at the end to do all that. I was like, I want a child that I love that much that I would go through all that. Of course, it started out with Revenge for Bill, but
hey, spoilers. I don't know if I missed you addressing this, but how come the X logo merchandise doesn't have hoodies available to buy?
Yes, sir. I certainly will put it on.
I don't know. She's my.
I thought because the hoodies weren't selling that well with the other designs, I was like, well, maybe I shouldn't even make it an option. I don't want to be like, there's so much stuff to get, but yeah, I'll go in because on Spreadshop you can pick whatever product you want: coffee mugs, mouse pads, stickers. I'll go in and put on a hoodie. What?
Come to Romania.
What kind of hoodie you want? You want regular, men's, unisex, color block? I will tell you what, I put the price we had on top. I did lowered it a little on the hoodies because they're expensive.
Look at that.
You know.
Financial advisor behind the scenes. Come to Romania.
I took a couple dollars
I need some personal connection. I'm sick of the virtual world. I hear that, brother.
Romania. It was fun to go to Europe.
You name your cars. My car is Gina and my guitar is Isabella.
Ooh.
I had the Mach 5, which was a piece of garbage. Remember that thing? The seatbelt didn't work. I don't know how I have no idea how I picked up chicks with that thing. That thing was a piece of garbage.
Because you
let's
picked
see.
up me.
That's right.
My car right now is named Leo Bub. The one before that was Whitey Chan from Bleach.
I had Nightwing, Blackest Night.
Battle Without Honor Humanity was the one before that.
Brightest Day. I can't remember what other things.
What's your car's name now?
Weapon X. Oh, I haven't named it. I don't drive it enough.
No, okay, guys, suggest what should he name it? It's a Honda.
What's up, Rudy?
Not Honda, Toyota 2018 Highlander. That's the family car, and mine's a little bub car for work.
Any type of hoodie, really. Color block might
be
black. Yeah.
Color block. That's my favorite one.
It's okay.
And
As long as you're what's up? How you doing? It's okay if you join in late.
Alf.
Are you serious, Sarah?
Yes.
Are you serious? No,
yes.
We're not doing Alf. No more Alf. James is in here.
I do have Alf Omnibus sticker on my car.
Somebody else said Alf. Scotland NMC event. There's like at least 5 of us. That's all I need. I need just 5. That's it. I'll come to your house,
the
Hannah.
Quinjet.
Ooh. That's
Colossus.
Cool.
Christopher Lambert.
Should be the name of the car.
Who's that guy that
It's Raiden.
No,
Isn't it Christopher Lambert played it? Go ahead.
The Ralph Boner.
No. Name your car Jarvis. Duncan McLeod. Ooh. That's actually witty. Not that I'm saying. Oh, look, see, they're agreeing with you. That's good. I like that.
I don't get it.
There can only be
Highlander.
One. Actually, there can only be one. It's an awesome name.
Oh yeah. Even though it's not like
going back to Scotland to get married next summer. NMC
wow.
wedding. We get married, Fraser. You proposing?
Congratulations.
If you put me in your health insurance, we might need to talk though. That insurance, that
expensive.
private insurance for people that own their own business is no joke.
Yeah. So thank you all so much for your support on Patreon, buying merchandise, the super chats, because it helps with private insurance. Like seriously.
Okay, it helps because with getting equipment too.
At my job. Well, right. This is
so
if in my job, it's half my paycheck if he were and the girls were on my insurance.
Yeah. Here in America, we have health insurance, and it's kind of pricey. So that's what we're talking about for the people that don't have to pay for that are watching this from overseas. When did Nami join Near Mint Condition? What's up, Nami?
I like Nami.
We get free healthcare in Scotland. You don't need an insurance. I know, but then look. Let me tell you something, Hayden. You get free healthcare. Downside though, you don't get cheap Omnis. We get cheap Omnis in America.
Oh,
where are you at now, Hayden?
Where
are you at?
They're saving more money than us. Still,
don't take away my thunder.
I went for you. Thank you, Ashley. It's commonly asked what we need to know before starting an Omni. What about including an introductory page of text which catches the reader up to speed?
You know, Marvel and DC do a good job of that when it's like after an event or after or an event happens in between issues. That would be a really good thing for something at the beginning. Previously on X-Men, you have to read it say it like the guy's voice.
On X-Men.
So that's not a bad idea. I would like that. Maybe I'll start a segment. Previously on X-Men, and then before an omnibus comes out, I can tell you what happened. There you go. We get free healthcare, but you have to live long enough to get through the waiting list, right? Nothing is free.
I forgot about college people.
You gotta just rub it in, don't you, Hayden? Keep going, buddy.
It is.
What's up, BJ Kicks?
Thank you, BJ Kicks, for half of our premiums. 0.5%. Yes.
Half so BJ Kicks also has a channel. He was on my show. He was nice enough to come on the show on Wednesday to talk over about some upcoming Marvel Collected Editions. So
and you have such a wonderful voice. I agree with Omar.
People have also, not just me and Melanie, but people have commented on how great his voice is. And now I have to try to sound like BJ Kicks because I sound kind of, what's the word I'm looking for?
And now I need to
check
out a video.
I sound kind of ignorant compared to BJ Kicks when I'm talking. So he has a really good soothing voice.
So is it BJ Kicks and then the little greater than sign than you and the greater sign me? Because I'm always trying not to go,
He has a nice soothing voice. I like that.
Okay.
All right. Oh, we're getting close to the hour, but that's okay. Let's keep going. This has been fun.
Thank you, Hannah. It's a money making machine. Anyway,
I love that you call it University College.
Thank you for translating. It's uni.
Yeah. Wait, how much are Omnis in the U.S.? You don't want to know, man. You don't want to know because they'll make you mad. They're cheaper. They're at 45% off sometimes, 42% off. Sometimes used to be about 50% off.
Yeah. Oh, BJ Kicks, Asmer comic reading videos.
What does that mean, Asmer?
It's your senses. I can't remember what they stand for, but like sounds. If you like sounds.
There's more than 5 senses?
Like somebody like scraping bricks together. That's my favorite sound. It's big scraping. It's just a video.
I like the smell of gasoline.
Well, you can't do that in video, can you?
I can't drink. I could drink it, but...
That's Final Fantasy VIII Moonba, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wait, are there any others? Okay, Omar's voice is Asmer.
Maybe the D means something else. Dumb. Almost.
Oh, thank you, Wiki Geekdom, the smartest man on YouTube. Autonomous sensory meridian response. Oh, what's meridian?
I love that
she's your brain.
She says that like in front of my face. The smartest man on YouTube talking about Geo. Everybody go check out A Week in Geekdom. Great channel, super positive, super nice guy.
Oh, it's when you whisper into the microphone. I hate that. Well, then that's not asthma for you. I have 10 semester hours to my name, and I've been working in education for 13 plus years. Good for you.
Good for you, News Pew channel.
Thanks, Ben. I still have your letter at work. When I have downtime, I want to write you back. Oh, Immortal Ibsy likes the smell of gasoline. Yeah, it's not good.
You do?
For you.
I remember when I was a kid, I'd be like, I bet I could drink that. Yeah, I was that stupid.
The Always Sunny video or video, the Always Sunny episode where they're huffing the gasoline.
Dude, the Always Sunny episode has come true to life here in America lately. Remember when they were like, we're going to solve the gas crisis. And they buy a bunch of gasoline to put it inside of the containers.
Did somebody do that?
People are doing that these days. I know you all have seen it here in America. People are like buying containers to put gasoline in because they have a fear of the gas shortage. I swear it's a constant fear of things here sometimes. What if they invent a way to replicate smells and send them via internet?
Didn't your brother Tommy? I remember something about him and the Sega Channel.
No, me. Okay, so I have a tendency to mess with people and forget to tell them that I'm joking. Okay. One of the things that I told my brother Manuel first was, "Oh my gosh, Manuel, channel 38 is smell-o-vision. This is amazing." So my brother, because they had a little emblem at the bottom we had never seen. So he started scratching the TV trying to smell. Yeah, dude. Wow, I love Charlie. He started scratching and sniffing the TV. And like, I'm serious for like 3 minutes. And he's like, I don't smell it. And I'm like, what are you talking about, dude? That's a steak. Because they showed like a commercial with a steak. And then he's like, maybe I can smell it a little bit. And then after a while, I forgot to tell him I was kidding. So he called my other brother, Tommy, who lived in another house at the time, and said, Tommy, turn to channel 38.6. It's smell-o-vision. And both of those idiots were thinking they were smelling something. It's a great story. But I forgot to tell him.
Oh, man. Just like the end of the world. Yeah. You forgot to tell Tommy that you were just...
Oh yeah,
like no, he's not on Discord yet.
Speaking of Discord, Melanie has kind of wants to bring it back.
What?
Go ahead. I don't know what you.
No, I'm saying with you, baby. I really don't think you need to get on just because you're so overwhelmed talking to people and all these other places.
I do love talking to people.
Yeah,
maybe I can.
You know myself. What I enjoy is seeing everybody talk to each other. Which that's the point. I mean, never mind. I don't know what that statement meant, but I like seeing people talk to each other.
Yeah, so we do have a Discord available for some of our Patreons. I think we're going to start it at the $1 tier. So hopefully there is no smell on the internet. I love garlic.
So they could smell you back. Okay.
Gotcha.
I gotcha.
Putting it in grocery store bags is some of the, but I was like, people can't be that stupid. That's not real, right? Right. Yeah. Come rap with me on Discord. Dude, come to my house and figure Discord out for me. You're talking to an old man.
Community forming. Thank you, Hayden. So I did have a point to my statement.
All right, here we go. Wolverine 2. Help me pick a cover. What did you all pick, if you're getting it? Wolverine Volume 2 for me. I'm Jim Lee. That was my cover. That was the cover that I took to school, and people were like, that's not Wolverine. He's not wearing a mask. I'm like, he's got hair under his mask, you fool. That was the cover to the Wolverine video game. So that Jim Lee picture means a lot to me. So it's a standard one. It should be the easiest one to get. The Barry Windsor-Smith Weapon X cover is not in the book. So, I mean, still beautiful cover. John Byrne, was it John Byrne and Archie Goodwin did take over the run for a little while, but still, I think the Jim Lee one is more iconic to me. And we're living in a time when standard edition covers are selling out before direct market covers, so it's not always a thing that direct market covers are going to sell out. So good journey to everybody that I hope you all get the cover that you wanted.
Mostly Jim Lee.
Hey, Omar and Melanie. After finishing reading a new comic, do you immediately give it a quick second pass just to see if you pick up anything new? Yep. Every time. You? Nope. Yes and no. That's your answer. That's the kind of answers you get towards the end of the hour.
It's 104. So 6 more minutes. Go ahead and do your last question.
All right. Here we go. Julian, hey Omar, any Ant-Man recommendations? Yes, get the Nick Spencer Ant-Man. It's good. It's the Astonishing Ant-Man, I think it's what it's called. Yeah, Astonishing Ant-Man. It's a complete collection available. Have you read Astro Pan yet? Was it good? I haven't read it yet. It's in my read pile. Right now, I'm trying to get through Kazar. Just finished Aliens, and I got to get through Brother Voodoo and the Incredible Hulk Masterworks before I read the trade paperbacks coming out this weekend. I don't think I'm going to be. I'll be honest. I don't think I can get through all that. I have a lot of one-on-ones on Monday. Since watching your YouTube channel, my independent section is full. This is my favorite show on you. Thank you so much.
Thank you
for the super chat. I just love talking about books that I find a lot of enjoyment in, and hoping to share that with other people. Thank you very much for reading my Q&A. You're welcome. Leo doesn't show up to these anymore. Maybe the wolf
last week.
He might have for a little while.
Was he on last night?
Of course he was. He loves Amanda. May the Wolvie odds be ever in your favor. That is right. Love your hair. Thank you, Jan. You just woke up this morning and just went like that.
I do like your hair.
Brushed it. Didn't even brush it. Oh, thank you. I like your wig.
Oh,
and thanks. Your real hair. You don't need to wear a wig. Excited for the new movies coming out. Zack Snyder's Army. Yeah, Amanda and I, we're going to be reviewing that next Friday. The Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead. Lord Omar, I saw this dude make a 10-volume custom bind of Kyle Rayner's run. It looked godly. Reminded me of you. I tagged NMC. I'm not very active on social media. I get on Messenger. I do get on Messenger, and I get on social media like once a week because that tends to be a rabbit hole for me that I don't need it, and I don't have the time. I think there's wonderful things on Facebook, wonderful groups. But it's also time consuming to sit there and scroll through things. And, I think it's great for people, though. I get it.
That reminds me.
Be good, Martian. Good to see you here, man. Go ahead, baby.
I started a blog. It's got 2 posts. I'll put a link in the description. It's just like my name.wix.net. And I'm not putting 100% in. I cussed in the first one.
Wow.
And the second one was happy. And, yeah, so I'll put a link in the description if you want to check it out. My blog, there's nothing fancy about it. And I took a picture on purpose, not smiling. It's called emotional egress.
Yes.
You know what that means?
No.
I looked up synonyms for release and I thought, ooh, alliteration, E-N-E, egress. That sounds cool.
Cool.
The end.
Thank you for sharing. So why wasn't New Warriors Volume? This is a question I've been asked. Because I'm thinking it won't make it this year, but it'll definitely make it next year. I'm hoping that Marvel will actually put some of these books together, and I'm like, oh, cool, I can make room for something else.
Hayden, it's just my full name, not Astonishing. Next week's schedule?
Next week's schedule. So starting tomorrow will be your top 50 most wanted Marvel Omnibus. In the afternoon will be the Aliens advanced look at. Kazar on Monday, as well as the 2 Marvel Masterworks, Brother Voodoo and Incredible Hulk 15. On Tuesday are the trade paperbacks at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is Old Reader, New Reader. Wednesday morning, I'm doing something with Mad Dog. Mad Dog and I are going over the list of every single Marvel Omnibus coming out to make it easier for people. We're also going to put the complete list hopefully in the description of the video. Sometimes YouTube doesn't let you do too many words. We're limited to how many words we can put in there. And there's a lot of books coming out because I know some people get lost through all my breaking news, but I wanted one place to do it. And then we'll probably put the whole list on our Patreon too, so they can see it. I
need you to write this down for me.
Thursday is oh my gosh, what's Thursday? I think it's Uncanny X-Men Volumes Part 5 is that's my deadline to do it, but depending on what happens. And then Friday should be the upcoming DC collected editions, but I haven't heard back from them, so I don't know what's going on. But that's it.
PJ Kicks, how did that cuss word get through the YouTube?
It's
wow,
it's PJ Kicks. He's paid some money to YouTube.
I like writing. You know what? Yeah, this blog is for me, and it's making me write again.
Good. I'm glad.
So thank you guys for checking out. Those of you who are staying in there, I'll put the link in the description. So yeah, and it's something I won't put 100% in. I'll just have fun.
And thank you, Simeon. Mad Dog and I come from different worlds. He's younger than I am, so he grew up in a different generation. I think it's really neat. Interesting to look at books that we're both differently excited about.
New Spooey Channel's helping us out. Thanks.
You
know the answer.
I heard there's an AMA tomorrow for Near Make Edition. How can the viewers be part of such a thing? So we have a Patreon and with different tiers, and one of the tiers is for the Ask Me Anything. It's usually after hours. There's a lot of adult most adult humor and stories in there. There's a side of the Uncanny Omar
not safe for work.
that is definitely not safe for kids or work.
Like last week.
We don't need to talk about it.
Lydia's friends were in the chat.
That wasn't the AMA.
No, it wasn't, but still. I was like, girls, you better get off the chat. Ibsy let BJ Kicks comment through.
Thank you.
So that's the $7.77 tier.
Yes.
Is
And then
the
the
AMA.
$5 tier is the replay.
The link in the description below.
Marvel moved Incredible Hulk Volume 3 one more week. Let's hope it won't move more. I have the copy. I have the advanced copy, so it's not going to be moved. If anything, maybe I kind of like that. Maybe another week. I don't think it's going to move anymore. I think it's just going to be the following week.
That What's up, book Bruce? Idea. I should write about that.
I haven't gotten back to you because I'm working on some of that. I promise, but I will get back to you.
Somebody's super ego, and id coming to life. That's my book idea.
Catch AMA to find out where the bodies or money is hidden. Is my super chat not showing? It did. I was getting to it, Immortal Ibsy. I got Thunderbolts today. Excited for that twist. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it's not hyped up too much. It's a great story, man. Thank you for the super chat.
And on that note, it's 1:10.
Oh, we went over 10 minutes. That's how much we love y'all. Please don't forget to hit that like button, share the video, tell everybody about our show, Near Mint Condition. Thank you for watching. I
know.
I hate signing
I'm not good. I'm not good at the hit like, sub, ring the bell.
Oh,
I'm not good at saying that.
You're just as bad as I am.
Except on Kurzgesagt. Oh, I liked how they did it. I want to steal it. You guys watch Kurzgesagt?
I thought we were done.
Oh, but it's so good.
They better be plugging us at Kurzgesagt. And I mean our channel. All right. Thank you all so much for watching.
Yeah,
we do this every Saturday.
It's a lot of fun.
And if you have any more questions, by all means, please leave them in the comments section. I eventually get back to them, even though it's a little bit slower these days, but I still love talking and interacting with everyone. So, of course, I get back to them eventually. Cerberus, thank you for... No, Cerberus. I thought it was Cerberus. Sorry. Thank you so much for the super sticker. I think
I'm going to pretend it's a supernova.
We can see
what the sticker is.
That's one thing I wish they would fix. That's one I'm going to email them about. Bye, nerds. Yes, and may the force...
Check out Spread Shop. 20% off ends tomorrow.
Also that? Do they need a code for that?
No, it's just on you hit redeem at the top of our Spread Shop.
Okay. There you go. Everybody, thank you
International shipping.
This is like the longest goodbye. Thank you all for watching. Everybody stay
healthy.
Stay healthy. Stay safe out there. And much love.
Bye. Stay minty.
Also that.